Right, 𝗏𝗏, congratulations. What have you decided and why?
We'll bowl first. Definitely the new pitches. We don't know how to behave this pitch, and it's look like a little bit grassy, and obviously the dew fact.
So you said you're bowling first.
Yeah.
Right, and but you mentioned that you're not sure about the wicket, but in the past, this pitch has played very good for batting. You still feel comfortable that you can come in and take early wickets here?
Yeah, in generally, Sylhet was batting friendly, but it's looked a little bit different. We never play like that much grass before, and have obviously the dew fact have that.
Yeah, it's a good challenge for you because you've got two back-to-back series win in the last two T20 internationals. First was against Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka, and a very good win against Pakistan at home. And you would want to continue the momentum.
Definitely, we're looking for the playing good cricket. Obviously, every match is very important before the Asia Cup, but still we are playing. We try to play our best cricket.
Right, and team news?
3 seamers and 2 spinner and 6 batsmen.
All right, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Is Scott happy to bat here first?
Yeah, happy to bat. We obviously would have chosen to bowl as well. Similar reasons. We haven't played on this wicket, but yeah.
You're right, great opportunity because you've qualified for the T20 World Cup, and to get used to these conditions, especially the subcontinental conditions, will stand you in good stead.
Absolutely. It's obviously a little bit different to what we're used to in our home conditions. So for us, this is the perfect opportunity to get used to those conditions before the World Cup.
And how has been your preparation?
Yeah, good. We've obviously had the qualifiers a couple of months ago, and then, the boys have been working hard preparing for this tour.
Right, and your team news?
Yeah, 3 spinners and 3 seamers.
All right, all the best.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right, the news from the middle is that Bangladesh has won the toss, and they will bowl first.
It's good to be back in the tea gardens of Sylhet. It's wonderful to be. Plenty of rains in the last few days, even this morning. But let me tell you, the groundsman and the curator has done a wonderful job. We have an on-time start. About the pitch, this looks quite different to what I've used to in the past. Why I say that is the main reason. I see a bit of moisture. That is understandable with the amount of rain the Sylhet International Stadiums has been experiencing. Some little spots over here do have some tendency of a bit of moisture. So maybe I think the Bangladesh winning the toss, bowling first, is a right option. Early on, with the new ball, there will be some help. Try and maximize. And also talking in the past, 13 games have been played, 10 times chasing team has won. So historically, I think chasing down is much better option. That's why Bangladesh has done it. About the dimension, take a look at in the comparison. Looking at it, wherever you bat, straight down the ground is the longest. So I feel for a faster bowlers, bowling in the death over, safe option is to bowl nice and straight and try and ask the batsman to either clear the boundary straight down the ground. Overall, conditions are good. Bangladesh winning the toss, bowling first, good option. For Netherlands, I think the first six overs is going to be crucial. They got to set the tone in the first 6 overs to have a score around 160, which is a par in Sylhet.
as the countdown begins for the Asia Cup, it's a preparation time for the Bangla Tigers. With series wins against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, the team is on a high. Netherlands may start as underdogs, but they are no pushovers. The Dutch have stunned their fancied rivals in the past. Can they do it again? Some exciting cricket coming your way from Sylhet.
It's the Dutch Bangla T20 Cricket Series 2025, powered by Rocket, co-sponsored by Nexus Pay. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for the first of 3 T20 internationals between Bangladesh and the Netherlands. 3 T20 internationals will be played between these two sides. All 3 being played here in Sylhet, one today obviously, and then a day's break in between the next 2. Right, time for the toss with Atar Ali Khan.
A very good evening from Sylhet. Remember, there has been a bit of a rain for the last couple of days, but thankfully the skies are very, very clear. I've got both the captains, Liton Das from Bangladesh, Scott Edwards from Netherlands, and the match referee, Niamur Rashid Rahul. Liton, spin the coin, please.
Tails.
Right, Liton, congratulations. What have you decided and why?
We'll bowl first. Definitely the new pitches. We don't know how to behave this pitch, and it's looked like a little bit grassy, and obviously the defect.
So you said you're bowling first.
Yeah.
Right, and but you mentioned that you're not sure about the wicket, but in the past, this pitch has played very good for batting. You still feel comfortable that you can come in and take early wickets here? Yeah,
in generally, Sylhet was batting friendly, but it's looked a little bit different. We never play like that much grass before, and have obviously the defect have that.
Yeah, it's a good challenge for you because you've got 2 back-to-back series win in the last 2 T20 internationals. First was against Sri Lanka, in Sri Lanka, and a very good win against Pakistan at home. And you would want to continue the momentum.
Definitely, we're looking for the playing good cricket. Obviously, every match is very important before the Asia Cup, but still we are playing. We try to play our best cricket.
Right, and team news?
3 seamers and 2 spinners and 6 batsmen.
All right, all the best.
Thank you very much.
Is Scott happy to bat here first?
Yeah, happy to bat. We obviously would have chosen to bowl as well. For similar reasons. We haven't played on this wicket, but yeah.
Right, great opportunity because you've qualified for the T20 World Cup, and to get used to these conditions, especially the subcontinental conditions, will stand you in good stead.
Absolutely, it's obviously a little bit different to what we're used to in our home conditions. So for us, this is the perfect opportunity to get used to those conditions before the World Cup.
And how has been your preparation?
Yeah, good. We've obviously had the qualifiers a couple of months ago, and then the boys have been working hard preparing for this tour.
Right, and your team news?
Yeah, 3 spinners and 3 seamers.
All right, all the best.
Cheers.
Cheers. Right, the news from the middle is that Bangladesh has won the toss and they will bowl first.
Well, history at this ground tells you that that's exactly what you'd want to do first if you do win the toss. The Netherlands side, nicely balanced, 3 seamers and 3 spinners, but they're going to be batting first, and they are very reliant on Max O'Dowd at the top of the order, who's their big run getter, and their captain, Scott Edwards, who will also have the gloves. Alongside me is Shamim Ashraf Chowdhury. Shamim, Bangladesh have played some good T20 cricket of late, haven't they?
Good evening, HD. Yes, they have. They've had a good recent past, and just as you heard, that won the series in the most recent one against Pakistan with basically the players that you're seeing on screen now. And prior to that, in Sri Lanka, very emphatic 2-1 victory. So they'll be brimming with confidence. They'll be looking forward, but they have got to watch out for the Dutch. I think you can't be complacent with a team you feel is maybe not playing the big boys on a regular basis, but they can spring the surprises.
Well, they are known as the giant killers. Oh, the Netherlands, they have accounted for many a test-playing nation in World Cup events. They've beaten South Africa. They've beaten England twice in T20 World Cups. And this today would be a giant killing. Right, let's get things underway. Time for the anthems.
Ladies and gentlemen, if able, please rise for the national anthems of the Netherlands, followed by Bangladesh. ভদ্র মহিলা ও ভদ্র মহোদয়গণ, এখন নেদারল্যান্ডস এবং বাংলাদেশের জাতীয় সঙ্গীত পরিবেশিত হবে। সকলকে দাঁড়িয়ে যথোপযুক্তভাবে সম্মান প্রদর্শন করার অনুরোধ।
আমার সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি, চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ, চিরদিন তোমার আকাশ, তোমার বাতাস আমার প্রাণে, তোমার আমার প্রাণে বাজায় বাঁশি, সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি। ওমা ফাগুনে তোর আমের বনে গানে পাগল করে, মনে হায় হায় রে ওমা ফাগুনে তোর আমের বনে গানে পাগল করে, ওমা আঘ্রাণে তোর ভরা খেতে কি দেখেছি, আমি কি দেখেছি, মধুর হাসি, সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি। কি শোভা, কি ছায়া গো, কি স্নেহ, কি মায়া গো, কি আঁচল বিছায়েছ বটের মূলে, নদীর কূলে কূলে। মা তোর মুখের বাণী আমার কানে লাগে সুধার মতো, মনে হায় হায় রে মা তোর মুখের বাণী আমার কানে লাগে সুধার মতো, মা তোর বদন খানি মলিন হলে আমি নয়ন, ওমা আমি নয়ন জলে ভাসি, সোনার বাংলা, আমি তোমায় ভালোবাসি।
So just a reminder that a little bit earlier it was Bangladesh who won the toss and they've decided to have a bowl first. All the statistics point towards bowling first, but statistics never tell the full story. But someone who does tell the full story is Parvez Maroof. He was out in the middle a little bit earlier to give us his thoughts.
It's good to be back in the tea gardens of Sylhet. It's wonderful to be. Plenty of rains in the last few days, even this morning. But let me tell you, the groundsman and the curator has done a wonderful job. We have an on-time start. About the pitch, this looks quite different to what I've used to in the past. Why I say that is the main reason. I see a bit of moisture. That is understandable with the amount of rain the Sylhet International Stadium has been experiencing. Some little spots over here do have some tendency of a bit of moisture. So maybe I think the Bangladesh winning the toss, bowling first, is a right option. Early on with the new ball, there will be some help, try and maximize. And also talking in the past, 13 games have been played, 10 times chasing team has won. So historically, I think chasing down is much better option. That's why Bangladesh has done it. About the dimension, take a look at in the comparison. Looking at it, wherever you bat, straight down the ground is the longest. So I feel for the faster bowlers, bowling in the death over, safe option is to bowl nice and straight and try and ask the batsman to clear the boundary straight down the ground. Overall, conditions are good. Bangladesh winning the toss, bowling first, good option. For Netherlands, I think the first six overs is going to be crucial. They got to set the tone in the first 6 overs to have a score around 160, which is a par in Sylhet.
Hovey's Maruf there with the pitch report. So he says, Shamim, that 160 is the par score. But let's remember that 10 times out of 13, the team chasing has gone on to win. So 160, par's not good enough.
Well, they'd feel that they'd at least want to reach the par. Anything over that would be a bit of a bonus. But you've got to take into consideration, Max O'Dowd knows this ground very well. He's played here often enough. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗃 with his 372 runs and maybe a fledgling career high score of 52. Just the point I was making is the outfield, it's going to be a little sluggish. So the balls hit along the ground because of the early morning rain might have an effect on the scoring rate. So they'll have to take that into consideration.
I flew in here this morning from Dhaka, and as you're coming into land in Sylhet, Shamim, you can see how much rain there has been in the region. It's very, very wet. So there certainly should be some moisture in the surface, which is a little bit of a surprise that we see spin with the new ball.
No surprises. Bangladesh are always prepared to start off from one end with spin, and Sheikh Mahdi Hassan has always delivered, most often than not, delivered with the early overs. He doesn't get it to sort of bite on the this is Moshed Ali Khan, the umpire, is just saying he won't be able to get much purchase as we see one of the two on-field umpires. 20th T20 international match for him, and he's partnered by Tanveer Ahmed, who's standing in his 30th T20 international match. All set to go here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. The crowd have started to build here and they're all looking forward. Of course, Niamur Rashid Rahul to left of picture is the match referee, and Masood Rahman Mukul to the right is the TV umpire.
Niamur Rashid Rahul, our match referee. These are two fairly well-behaved sides, so I would imagine a quiet evening for that gentleman.
Waiting for that clock to tick over.
Another lovely opportunity for these two sides to get some much-needed work in for that T20 World Cup, which is early on in 2026. Just a slight halt in proceedings, but nothing serious, just for the clock to hit 6 o'clock. Right, let's play with Dutch Bangla Bank. One slip. So the feeling was that there would be a little bit of seam for the seamers because of the moisture in the surface. You've had a look at it. What did you make of it?
They're patchy, to say the least. You can see the green patches. There are bare areas, so it's going to be a bit of a mix on actually where the ball lands. And that will be something that's going to bother the batters early on. How's the bounce going? Is the ball going to grip? Is the spinner going to get some early turn? 𝗃𝗍𝗃 will be depending more on hitting the seam rather than getting the skin of the ball to get some extra bounce maybe.
And the slip is there for the one that just goes straight on. Two boundary fielders, a long on, a deep mid-wicket. No doubt is off the mark. He will be critical to the Dutch. He's been a heavy run getter for them over the years, Max O'Dowd, powerful striker of the ball.
Oh, as I mentioned earlier, he's played in Bangladesh, the Bangladesh Premier League. Now this man will just feel the tension a little bit, coming to a new ground, new surroundings, and a lot of pressure when you're an opener and the first match of a series. So the Bangladeshi spectators will be hoping that their team gets an early breakthrough, but what they really want to watch is a good cricket match.
Giving himself a little bit of room. My highlights are looking good on camera, don't you think? I'm not naturally grey.
Aren't you? Well, you're going to try and put some something on your hair. Bring back the youth.
Nicely played. So the Netherlands have played here in Sylhet before, but what might surprise you is not against Bangladesh. They've played against Ireland and the UAE back in the 2014 World Cup. They won both those matches by 6 wickets. This will be a whole new ball game for them because Bangladesh are a very, very, very good side on home soil. Called for 2, won't get him.
One area I think the Dutch will have to be alert about as we finish the first over. 3 without loss.
Shamim, you mentioned not to take the Dutch lightly, and there's the reason why. Beaten England twice in T20 World Cups, beaten South Africa once, and then the last 2, South Africa and Bangladesh, those were in 50-over World Cups. Shorturl Islam. First boundary.
So easily done. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just allowed that angle of the ball and just opening the face. A little punch, as you can see now. No big follow through, just sheer timing and placement. That will give him a lot of confidence. Shorturl Islam will need to exploit the overhead conditions. It's still overcast, the ball should do a bit in the air. Has to be brave enough to pitch it up.
That's a beauty. There's the length, the perfect length.
Absolutely, just what he needed. The first one was a loosener, but the way he rectified, that's the line, that's the length. That's how you get the batter to play at it. Cannot avoid playing a shot at that one. Just moving away. So good first ball for the batter, good second ball for the bowler.
More runs off the bat as well.
Yeah, just the angle, that was loose delivery. I think overdoing things. It's putting too much of an effort in the process, losing the line, and easy enough to whip it away. Just another one, another use of the angle. Knew exactly where he was going to play it. But Shorturl Islam will be right under pressure now. He's given away 2 balls for the batters to put away to the boundary. Needs to come back again with a good delivery.
Now goes Ariel O'Dowd. He's a dangerous customer.
He's a powerful hitter of the ball, isn't he? And the manner in which he's taken a liking to the bowling of Shorturl Islam says a lot of the quality of cricket that he plays. He looks so much at his ease. He's not been hustled into shots. He's just picked his spots. He's played it perfectly.
Well, so much gets made of Asian conditions, isn't it? You know, they talk about, oh, it's going to spin, it's going to be slow. But here in Sylhet, the ball really does come on nicely at the beginning.
Too good, HD. 2 straight. That deserved a boundary. 6 inches either side of the wickets. It would have gone to the boundary.
What is the ideal start here for the Netherlands? There was a stifled appeal from mid-off, but stifled it had to be because there was no hand from Shorturl Islam, so no danger of a run out at the non-strikers end. Final ball of the second over. Easy as you like. Max O'Dowd keeps the strike. An eventful over. A good one. 16 without loss.
We're talking about the delight the Dutch have had in beating big teams in big arenas. England twice in 2009, 2014 T20 World Cups, beat South Africa by 13 runs and again by 38 runs in the ICC ODI World Cup, beat Bangladesh by quite a massive margin of 87 runs in 23. So good memories, and the manner in which they've started off, you know, it shows that there's nothing, no sort of worries about this series. They are going to play their free-flowing cricket, which they're used to.
I can remember the pictures vividly when they beat England in England in a T20 World Cup match. I mean, it was, the celebrations wouldn't have gone well into the night. They would have gone on well into the next week, because that's another thing that the Dutch can do. They can party. Nicely bowled. He followed him.
There's one thing that the bowlers have to be alert of, that initial movement by a batter, and try to just cramp them for space.
And always push hard, but that's neat in the deep. They had a good second over, did the Netherlands, courtesy of O'Dowd. First one was just timed away for 4. And a little bit wayward by Shorturl Islam. And then that's what O'Dowd has become famous for, really. He's happy to go aerial inside the first 6 overs. He goes straight and all the way. This is some start by Max O'Dowd.
Sure is, he's in a belligerent mood. And once again, The manner in which he plays the shot makes it look so easy. Just takes 1 foot away, down the line, and right behind. The flourish of the bat, it was going a long, long way, looking very ominous.
The ability to just stand in the crease and hit the ball back over the bowlers' heads. And so often we see batters want to get momentum by going down the wicket. He's got the power and he's got the touch to keep the strike. End of the third, 25 without loss. So just a reminder, it was Bangladesh who won the toss. They decided that they would bowl first. No real surprise. There's been plenty of inclement weather around here, the Sylhet region, over the last few days. And so a little bit of moisture in the surface. Now the first change. Shorturl Islam went for 13 in his first over, and now Tuscan Ahmed likes to swing the ball away from the right-handers, hence the reason there's a slip in place. And he's got a wicket, and he's got the big one. Tuscan Ahmed has Maxo down.
Rocket out. That is what Bangladesh needed. Tuscan Ahmed coming in its first delivery, maybe playing the shot a little too early, closing the face, getting the leading edge, and spooning a relatively simple catch to Zakir, who is not going to drop those. They needed to see the back of this man, and they've got a scalp. Backs it out, goes for 23. It's 25 for 1.
What's correct? Is that different? Different.
Anil Teja Vidamanaru is the new man. It's really the likes of Van Meekeren and Scott Edwards and Max O'Dowd who we can call experienced. Otherwise, the rest of the Netherlands side have only played sort of a handful of matches. Oh, beauty. Such a good area first up by Tuscan Ahmed.
Couldn't get two more better deliveries to start off with. The one that got Max O'Dowd, we're going to have a look at that now. See, just the wobble seam, but it was in a position where he tried to close the face, in the process got the leading edge. Could have done better with just playing it down the ground like he did in the previous over. He's charged up, isn't he? Knows how crucial that breakthrough was for Bangladesh.
Three in a row. The length is what's so good as well from Tuscan Ahmed. Shorturl Islam's first over, he was a little bit on the short side. When he did pitch it up, he went past the outside edge. Scott Edwards, busy cricketer, good player of spin, the Netherlands captain. Born in Tonga, Scott Edwards. Definitely some movement there, just a hint. That's all there needs to be.
That what gets the batter in a confused state of mind. If there's prodigious swing, they can anticipate it, they can play accordingly. There's just a hint. Some swing in the air, some don't. It hasn't really seemed off the seam as much as the bowlers would like to. But this is an area where the Dutch have got to concentrate, play the ball to its merit, rebuild the innings after that early loss.
The one saving grace that both these batters will have is that O'Dowd got them off to such a rollicking start. They can have a little look, but it is T20 cricket and you can't look for long.
And the run rate has suddenly dropped to 6.52. They want to exploit the power play overs. The two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. There you see the batter looking around. Only no runs scored yet in this over, coming to the last delivery.
Brilliant over. Wonderful over by Tuscan Ahmed. Comes to an end. 4 gone. Three seamers and then some spin. Richard, the leg spinner.
A shot that he was not too sure about. To see the manner in which he played that delivery from Shorturl, who's come in for his second over. And I think this is a good change. Changing ends, seam, it could have gone either way, playing a little away from the body, getting that inside part of the bat. And he knew that he had the batter in a confused state of mind.
You can understand the half shout. He went quite a long way across onto off stump. I'm with you. I like the idea that the captain says, look, one end might not have worked from you. Let's try the other end. And sometimes a bowler will have rhythm from one side of the ground and no rhythm from the other.
It's uncanny. You never know the reason why. It's just a mindset that bowlers sort of go through. That's pitching outside leg and also impacting outside leg. But yeah, good move, and might just bring back that little bit of lack of confidence with that big over with the bat. So Shorturl will hopefully redeem himself with a better over.
I just think when the ball's as new as it still is, and Shorturl does have the ability to swing the ball out, just to maybe encourage the drive from the left-handed Vikramjit, because there is a slip in place and there might be a little bit of movement not only in the air but off the pitch as well, and you can bring that slip into the game. Just not short enough. Was there, has there been a better first over that this man has bowled? Because that one was brilliant.
Well, just have a look at that first over. There's the wicket ball, the one throbbing there. It was a fuller length, and it was the one that forced the batter to just close the face. And this is the wicket. Just got the leading edge for a simple catch. Looking very threatening prior to that, Max O'Dowd, but Tuscan, all charged up, has made the breakthrough that Bangladesh have required. Really enjoyed that, didn't he?
And they needed it. Again, just a touch too short.
He got away with that one. It was ranked long hop. It could have been put away anywhere. I think the batter got a little excited in trying to really tonk the ball away. In the process, lost the timing a bit. Unfortunately for Shoriful, it didn't go for more runs, or runs for that matter.
He'll want to finish well. He's gone for just a single in the over, so he'll be feeling a lot better about himself. And he'll certainly walk to his field position with a smile on his face if he can end this over well. He opts for the bouncer. No wide is signalled, even though there was a little glance from Shoriful Islam. End of the 5th, 27 for 1.
Just last couple of overs have been very good. Remember, it was Max O'Dowd who started in blistering fashion, but he got out to a lovely delivery from Taskin Ahmed, picking up a wicket in his very first over, first delivery. And after that, also Shoriful Islam bowling a very economical over. So there's some more seam here. Mustafizur Rahman in the attack. Straight away gone past the bat. That's what has happened in the last 14 deliveries. Hardly they've gone away with anything at all, Netherlands. They lost that all-important wicket of Max O'Dowd. And since then, they've only managed to score 3 runs. Excellent work from Bangladesh. Fizz in the attack. Again, it's the cutter. Good evening, Parvez Maharouf.
Evening to you, Arthur. Evening, all our viewers. This is nicely bowled by Mustafizur. Good length. Cutter into the pitch. How many times you've seen in Mustafizur's career, he's gone past the outside edge quite convincingly. After the first over, Bangladesh have come back really well, thanks to Taskin Ahmed hitting the good length, making sure the pressure is back on the Dutch boys.
Yeah, important for Netherlands to try and find a way to rotate strike. We saw earlier on Max O'Dowd picking up a few boundaries, but he's already back in the hat. So important to realize where the fielders are and take the pressure off from them by picking up those singles. Yeah, you can bowl a really good line and length, but as a batter, you need to play some smart cricket.
I did mention at the pitch report, Arthur, with the new ball for Netherlands, it's going to be important that do not lose much wickets. I think they're not taking much risk, just playing the ball on its merit, and a lot of credit should go to the Bangladeshi bowlers, except the first over. They were fantastic in those lengths. That was the difference. Just like that, the boundaries are hard to come by. Take singles and rotate the strike.
Yeah, 25 without losing a wicket in the first 3 overs. That's how they started. In the first 3 overs, nothing much after that. Especially that wicket, that all-important wicket that we spoke about earlier on. Would need to get themselves in. And rotation of strike will be the key. at this stage of the game. Yeah, if the ball is there, fine, go hit over the top, pick up a boundary. Oh, just over the top of that fielder, enough on the bat, and it will go for another boundary. It is the 𝗃𝗃𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Yeah, and Nida Manor's heart would have been in his mouth for a couple of seconds. Got enough bat. Major not going through with the stroke. Valiant attempt. I think it's 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 at extra cover. But I like the fact that Mustafizur hitting the right length from the first ball. It's a wicket-taking length in the surface, just holding on the pitch, not skidding on to the bat at the moment.
Yeah, he'll keep the strike with that single. 7 in that over. After 6, Netherlands 34 for 1. Power play done and dusted, 34 for 1. And Mahdi Hassan back in the attack. He's gone for 12, confirmation. Power play done. The right arm spinner back in the attack. He opened the bowling. He's gone for 12 runs in the first couple of overs that he bowled. Few more fielding adjustment from the skipper behind the stumps. He bowled really well, especially in that match against Pakistan. Picked up 4 for 13, was player of the match in that particular game. Mahdi Hassan. Short and wide. Will find that fielder at deep cover point, but they'll come back for the second. This is good running. Shy at the non-strikers.
Third umpire not been called. I think the batsman is quite safe. To the crease is good running. Running the first one hard, skidding on this occasion. Nicely done. Just on Mahdi Hassan, Athar. Confirmation. Batsman acquiring 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Mahdi Hassan did really well up against Pakistan. The last T20 he played against Sri Lanka, when he was brought into the side in a crunch game, 1-all series tied after the first couple of games. Took the new ball, Mahdi Hassan, coming back into the side. And he made sure picked up 4 wickets. Top order was just bamboozled by his off spinners. And ever since then, he has not stopped. Good to see him continuing that form in the Pakistan series, and has now earned his place.
Yeah, I was particularly referring to that particular match that you just mentioned. It's a correction, not against Pakistan, but against Sri Lanka, that when he picked up the 4 for 11. It's turning out to be a decent pitch also. Yes, they've lost 1 wicket, but important to get themselves in a situation where they started to believe in themselves. Yes, runs to be made, wickets in hand. And the left-hand, right-hand combination in the middle also helps, because the moment you cross over, you need as a bowler to change the line and length.
Yeah, with the all-important Asia Cup coming in, all the good sides, but they do well, they have a particular 11 in mind. I reckon for the first game coming up in the Asia Cup, in my opinion, I thought you may correct me, I think this is the best 11 going forward. With 3 good seamers, 2 quality spinners. Rishad Hussain, in my opinion, if he has a good Asia Cup, Bangladesh can go a long way. Because in the middle overs in Dubai, whether you play in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, you need a bowler picks up wickets. And I think Rishad Hussain will be the man for Bangladesh. 38 for 1.
Yeah, just going back to the point that you made in the last over, Parvez Mahrouf, if they've announced the squad, it's a similar squad. The one that is taking on Netherlands will go on to feature in the Asia Cup. That's their schedule. Very first match, 11th September, when they take on Hong Kong, then Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. So it's a tough group. But they would need to be at their best when they go up there. So that's important to find the right combination. They brought in 𝗧 𝗦𝗂𝗂𝗂, who did pretty well in the recent matches in Australia. There you go, up in the air. Is he going to pick up another wicket? He does. First ball wicket. And it is the rocket out. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 departs.
I did mention in my pitch report, ideal length ball, back of the length in the middle overs, in the death overs, go full and try and get the batsman hit straight as possible, since it's the longest part of the boundary. And 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 was chancing his arms, trying to clear the longest part of the stadium, and he's holed out. At long on, and Taskin Ahmed, who picked up a wicket off his first ball in the previous over, does the same. Dismissing 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 for 4. 38 for 2.
The skipper walks in, Scott Edwards. More than 1,000 runs to his credit. Stride of 126, the highest of 99. He needs to be there for his team's sake. Hang on and ensure that they have runs on the board after the end of the 20th over. Taskin, what a wonderful, wonderful time he's having with the ball. In he comes again. He pulls out at the very last moment, not probably 100% ready. Yeah, he's here because of this.
Yeah, the length was back of the length. And 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 Singh is quite good playing through the offside. He was chancing his arms by going down the ground. And Taskin Ahmed, he's been wonderful, hasn't he? Made a comeback in the Sri Lankan series after injury layoff. Was off the boil for a couple of games. But come the Bangladesh-Pakistan series, bowled well. And fit and firing Taskin is an important cog in the Bangladesh bowling lineup.
Onto the legs, will pick up a single. Good to see the slip in place, because we know how well he has bowled. You mentioned about the line and the lengths, especially the Taskin Ahmed has targeted. It's only his second over. He's already has 2 in the bag.
One thing for sure with Scott Edwards, Athar, that with the fast bowlers, he'll probably play the ball on its merit. Come the spinners, he'll bring the broomstick out. Play the reverse sweep, play the paddle sweep, all the sweeps in the world. And this is where I think Mehdi Hasan and Rishad Hussain will be tested. Pretty sure they would have spoken about in the team meetings, though.
Yeah, again, back of the length. Yeah, if you look at the squad, even if this match, the playing 11 for Bangladesh, they brought in 𝗧 𝗦𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗃. He picked up a couple of good scores. That's why he's been called in and picked in the 11. Shamim Hussain not making the cut. Remember, Shamim Hussain Patwari, the left-hander, who can score quickly on a shorter side. Goes past the batter one more time, so it's going to be a dot. The Tanzir and Imon are the 2 left-handers, explosive left-handers. We'll have to wait and see where does Saif bat, you know. Litun Kumar Das, the skipper, usually comes at number 3. So it is going to be a good test of temperament for someone like 𝗧 𝗦𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗃, because Shamim Hussain is waiting in the wings. If he doesn't do well for some reason, maybe he'll probably make way for Shamim Hussain. But look, this looks a solid side. Now that has gone many a miles. That is a huge rocket six.
A gentleman in the brown shirt, very well caught in the grass banks. And I thought Nida Manur was expecting the back of lane delivery, batting deep in his crease, and gives a full Monty into the night skies. And that against Tuskin Ahmed, who's been bowling so well. And very well done, sir. That is excellent catch. That's how to do it. What a shot. Yeah, he picked up the length early. Wonderful. Well done, sir. Whatever it's written, you've done the job.
Yeah, what a catch. But what a hit. Has gone past the fielder. And that is a Nexus pay for. Good way to finish the over. 11 in that over. Netherlands 49 for 2. Yeah, 11 in the last over should get them going now. After the end of the 8th over, Netherlands have now gone to score 49. Yes, they've lost 2 wickets. Another change in the bowling department. Right arm leg spinner, Rashid Hussain. Was 2 wickets away to pick up his 50th in T20 international career. If he finds his line of length, then more trouble for Netherlands. Nicely played, lovely cover drive, sweet timing. Oh, very good. Excellent work in the deep. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 does well.
Excellent shot, excellent piece of fielding by 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Full outside the off stump. Was nicely sped by Scott Edwards, with a lovely extra cover drive and commitment at its best with 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. That is wonderful. Certainly saved a single. Important that Rashid Hussain, as an ace spinner in the middle overs, finds the length particularly pretty early. And he's up against a batter like Scott Edwards, who just like to sweep, so try and put the ball off the length and the line. So this is going to be a good battle between Scott and Rashid Hussain.
Yeah, it'll be also interesting to see how Nida Manur goes from here on. He hit that really big 6 of the bowling Tuskin Ahmed. Now with that 6, he's moved on to 20 of 22. So he needs to get going also. This partnership worth 14, but it has come in quick time and just 7 deliveries. Again, trying to play that big heave down the leg side.
The pass score in 20 overs, when the full overs has been played, has been 160. I think for Netherlands side to get anywhere close to 160, Scott Edwards got to play the anchor role. Remain not out with a strike rate of 120, 125, and get the rest of the batters to play the aggressive role. This is a confirmation. All 4 fielders, 3 in the offside and the fielder in the leg side, hugging the 30-yard circle. There comes the reverse sweep, and the broomstick is out.
Yeah, it's a Nexus pay for, and is a very well executed shot from the skipper. Faris Mahroof mentioned it earlier. He likes to take on the spinners, not only the conventional sweep shot, but also the reverse. Perfect timing, placement even better.
One option what Litondu Kumar Das can do is to get the sweeper cover 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗀, who fielded a couple of deliveries before, is to move him towards the cow point. Try and stop the reverse sweep. That's an option. Slight misfield by Shorturl Islam, resulting in the single. So that's something I think Liton Kumar Das seriously should consider against Scott Edwards, against Richard Hossain. To get the field on the left side, that's cow point, get him to extra cover, and the sweeper cover fielder moving towards cow point to counter the reverse sweep. That's one option I think Liton Kumar should do.
Yeah, they're getting into good momentum here. Again, a reverse. Will pick up a single. He's timing it nicely, Scott Edwards. So 11 in that over. After 9, 60 for 2. Five bowlers used so far. Tuskin has been the pick of the bowlers. You take that 6 out, he'd given nothing away. 2 for 12 with that 6. He started well here. 11 of just 5 deliveries. Scott Edwards. Saif Hassan, the right arm off spinner. And the attack. Flat onto the legs. Now this is good batting. This is good, sensible batting.
Very side arm, very low arm as well. So both the batters will struggle to try to go down the ground towards long on. I reckon against a spinner like Saif, who's bowling with a lower arm. So P attacking with the sweep shot.
Yeah, that should go all the way. This is a very good Nexus pay 4 onto the legs, and it's a pretty quick outfield. Remember, there has been quite a lot of rains the last couple of days, but the ground staff have done wonderfully well to make it so dry, and it goes very, very quickly to the boundary.
I don't understand the tactics used by Liton Das here. 2 right-handers in, you get a part-timer who's an off-spinner in Saif Hassan. And he's still got the option of the 3 seamers. Shorturl got 2 more overs, Tuskin got 2, Mustafi's got 3. But when you got 3 top quality fast bowlers, why not just try and finish it off? And I not understand why Saif has been bought in since Mahdi Hassan got 1 more over. If there's a left-hander in the middle, I would understand a off-spin been bought in. So interesting tactics, isn't it?
Yeah, the only reason or the thing that comes to my mind is to have a look at him, because the last time he played in Bangladesh colours again swept away in the air. What a catch! That is an excellent catch. 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 has taken a beauty. That's your answer. Pervez Maruf, that's why he was called into bowl. But take a look at that catch. That is an excellent catch.
Give that wicket to the fielder. That's rocketed out. And Saif Hassan was a juicy down the leg side. A shot that Scott Edwards would have smashed it 9 out of 10 times. And that man, 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, a wicket-keeper by trade, a wonderful catch. And dismissing the skipper of the Netherlands side, is gone for 12.
66 for 3 in the 10th over. They started well, especially Max O'Dowd when he smashed 23 of just 15 deliveries. But then he was ball on straight away among the wickets. First ball to O'Dowd. And then in the very next over, first ball to the left-hander, picking up 2 wickets. But have a look at this catch. This is a very, very fine catch indeed. His second catch of the innings to send back the skipper, Scott Edwards. In at 6, 7 and 8 are the batters, and they'll have a job on their hands, I can tell you that. And just when things were looking good for a short period of time for Netherlands, they lose wicket. Down the leg side, should be called a wide. It is.
A little break of 2.5 minutes. I'm pretty sure the batting side would have done their homework, as we see the record of Sharizano coming at number 5 to see where they're at, the Dutch side, and try and get to 150. I think that was a missed chance. Unless there was an inside edge, we'll wait for the umpire's call. Buys. Liton Kumar Das misses a golden opportunity.
Oh, you completely missed it. The batter, the keeper. Definitely an opportunity. He could have had 2 in his very first over. All right. 8 already in this over, but he got the all-important wicket of the skipper, Scott Edwards. Saif Hassan. Again he gave down the leg side. Should be taken. And it is. He gets another one. It's a rocket out. Caught in the deep. And it is Nidamaru who has to depart.
Yeah, Liton Kumar Das, what a change. Did question about the bowling change. Couple of wickets. And got to be said, this shot was unnecessary. As soon as you use the captain, you wanted the settled batsman to carry on. He's gone 26, 68 for 4 after 10.
𝗂𝗃𝗃, just his 13th innings, and he comes in with the Netherlands in a spot of bother. They've lost the experience of O'Dowd, they've lost their captain, but I tell you what about the catching this evening from Bangladesh? If it's gone in the air, it's been caught. 2 spectacular catches in the deep.
Good evening, HD. That one was the last one. The wicket of Nidamaru, where 𝗏𝗏 gave it all. Full commitment, judged it well, had to leap forward. Then in the end, safe pair of hands, grasping the ball, but Saif Hassan has done the damage. He's done the work the captain brought him in to do. Couple of quick wickets in the 10th over.
There were some raised eyebrows when Saif was brought on. Many thought, well, hang on, your front 5 are doing a great job. But so many captains do like to give themselves a little bit of breathing space by bowling a 6th bowler. And sometimes, just every now and again, it works a treat. And it has for Liton Das tonight. Saif picking up 2. This man's been good. Mahedi into his final over. Four for 11 versus Pakistan in July. Excuse me, against Sri Lanka. 160. That's the average first innings score at this ground in T20 internationals. Well, I should say the par score, but par score hasn't quite been enough because teams chasing win here and win here often. It's gone fine. Two good catches in the deep. Two really good catches to give Saif his first wickets in T20 internationals.
Yeah, and this one was the best of the lot, starting from Zakir Ali Onik, the homeboy from Sylhet, and then 𝗏𝗏 with a couple. Catches win matches, as they say.
Fall safely. It'll fall safely. Yeah, the Zakir Ali catch was a spectacular one, wasn't it? He would have been halfway down to the ball thinking, where are my gloves, where are my gloves? 11 gone, 73 for 4. O'Dowd got the Netherlands off to a rollicking start as he took on shorturl Islam, but then the stranglehold took place. I tell you what, he could get more than 2 here. He's got an opportunity to look at the middle order.
Well, he certainly can hold the top end T20 as well.
Lovely. Not a big gap between backward point and sort of a 45 at backward point, but he's split them in the middle to give himself a nexus 4.
Innovation, gutsy, and they need more of that, Netherlands over here.
He was just looking to loft that over extra cover. Wasn't trying to find a boundary. He was just trying to find the hole behind extra cover. So got the desired result. Zakir Ali, who keeps wicket as well, now entrusted to do the job on the sweeper boundary on the offside. And get 2 more. This is good placement.
Yeah, we mentioned, you know, how good the catching has been today. I think it's also a reflection of the fitness, the work they've been putting in, the Bangladesh camp. With the seniors retiring, some of them not available. It's a much younger looking side, but the credit goes to this camp. A lot of this staff, and particularly the fielding coach, James Pament. Good running between the wickets in the middle. But they've put in the work, along with the trainers.
There are no passengers anymore, not in this professional era of cricket. So everyone has to be fit and athletic. 156 if they go at 9 and over from here. That would be below par. Misfield. But will only get a single. But a good over. all in Abu Dhabi, which they will enjoy. No real travelling for Bangladesh. The top 2 teams from each group qualify for that Super 4. You can't make any mistakes. You can't make any mistakes in such a short tournament. Just be a single. So right of picture, 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃, an assistant coach to Holland, to the Netherlands. In the middle with his back now towards us is Ryan Cook, the head coach, and then the man with the nice smile and the laugh, Ryan van Niekerk. So an all South African coaching staff. Ryan Cook, the head coach. In the middle is the brother of ex-international Stephen Cook, as well as his father, Jimmy Cook, who was a wonderful opening batter. But he's certainly no stranger to Bangladesh cricket. He was the fielding coach here as well. Gee, his dad was a good player, Jimmy Cook. He batted in sprinters spikes. Do you know that? Sprinters spikes. So you didn't want to get hit by a Yorker on those shoes. Brilliant player.
Better grip.
And quick between the wickets. And 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 obviously kept wicket for the Proteas as well. Had a distinguished career for the Titans, which is a domestic team in South Africa, and also for Kent in England. 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 right of screen, just having a little bit of a cough there. But amazing, that's the entirety of the coaching staff. Now, if we were with England, we would be here for quite some time. But what it does show you is the difficulties that some of the associate nations have. They don't quite have the backing that some of the bigger nations have. I mean, it's nice to see what, Bangladesh now have to their disposal, but it's still minute compared to what Australia and England have when it comes to a coaching staff.
Yeah, and referring to, the challenges, the sort of challenges the associate nations face, just listening to Ryan Cook's pre-match press conference. Get back to that.
Chance should be taken, and they've held on to everything. They were always going to hold on to that. It's rocket out as Netherlands lose their 5th.
Yeah, another wicket, first one for Mustafiz this evening, but another catch, yet another catch. In fact, all the wickets so far have been caught out. The rise and bounce rose up sharply on Shari's top edge. Easy for someone like Zakir Ali Onik, who's taken a blinder earlier on. The spot of bother.
Carl Klein is the new batter. Again, always interesting to see the amount of innings that the men from the Netherlands have played. There's not a whole heap of experience, and they're heading into a World Cup in February. They are missing a couple of players. We think of Roelf van der Merwe, who's playing county cricket over in England, and Bas de Leede, who is playing in the 100, if I'm not mistaken. Those are 2 big players, experienced players, who are not available for the Netherlands for this series. The single will conclude the over. A good one from Mustafizur. He's been really impressive. 87 for 5. Well, they're running out of batters here for the Netherlands. Big players are back in the hut already. O'Dowd, Edwards, 𝗬𝗏 threatened. So work for the lower to late order to do. This is the Dutch-Bangla Bank T20 Cricket Series, powered by Rocket, co-sponsored by Nexus Pay. 3 T20 internationals will be played between these two sides over the course of the next few days. There'll be a one-day break in between each game, so nothing tomorrow, and then a game on Monday, nothing Tuesday, and then the final one on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's not only fitting that Dutch-Bangla Bank are the sponsors of this 3-match T20 series between Netherlands and Bangladesh. But Dutch-Bangla Bank is also the first European joint venture bank in Bangladesh and a pioneer in the banking sector of Bangladesh. In terms of customer trust and confidence through transparent and pure banking, yeah, truly someone you can trust in. And I think Liton Das has been impressive as well, how he's rotated his bowlers.
A good crowd in here as well. I know during the Bangladesh Premier League, this ground is always so well supported. So obviously a big cricketing following here in Sylhet.
Yeah, you know, often termed as the 12th man for the Bangladesh side. No shortage of passion there. Pushes the team hard, specs hard, but also backs them.
Yeah, they've won as much as they've lost here, though, haven't they, Bangladesh? But I think as far as touring teams go, they would fancy coming here because I think it's a good cricket pitch. Every time I've been here, the surface here in Sylhet has played extremely well. There's always something in it. For the seamers, there's a little bit up front, then it can turn a little bit or just hold in the pitch for the spinners. But if you've got a good technique and you're a smart batter and you're wide awake, you can score some runs here.
Sylhet overall is a good package. Over the years, its value has only increased for cricket.
Just happy to knock Rishad around there. So 5 off that over, 92 for 5. just too many wickets. Got off to a good start. You know, Dowd took on shorturl.at, but then wickets just fell. At 5 down at this stage, you just leave your tail, and I hate to refer to them as a tail, but you just leave the lower order with too much to do. Now shorturl.at returns into the attack, replacing Mustaphizer Rahman. Now I know it's shorturl that's on at the moment, Shamanoy, but Mustaphizer has been really impressive over the last few months, hasn't he? I mean, I remember sitting in a commentary box here in Bangladesh a couple of years ago, and people were genuinely worried if it was the end of Mustaphizer Rahman.
You need characters in this game, and he is one of them. He started so young. When you get such a breakthrough and that young, you will go through the evolution process. Speaking of Mustaphizer Rahman, of course, and just in the last series versus Pakistan in the first T20I, his figures were 2 for 6. It was so economical. He managed to get 1 wicket in the second T20I, but then again, there was this question of if he was going to bowl the last over or the penultimate one. So this is the sort of thoughts that's put into the opposition's mind as well when someone like a Mustaphizer is in your side.
He burst on the scene, didn't he? And then was snapped up by the Sunrisers Hyderabad for the IPL, where he was absolutely exceptional in their winning cause for the IPL. He was brilliant at the death. And then sort of had a little bit of a low ebb, but we're seeing the rise again. This, however, is shorturl.at. Not quite short enough for the pull shot.
Bangladesh now, they have options. The likes of Tanzim Saqib in the squad as well, who's not playing. A back of a length, that length again, yeah, perhaps would have missed the top of the stumps, but hurried the batter definitely. Our fellow colleagues also mentioned someone like a Shamim Hussain Patwari, who's not in the 11 tonight. But Saif Hassan getting a run. Perhaps they're looking for much more stability in the middle order. They have that luxury now.
It's a good bumper. That'll be one for the over. And because of the success that Saif has had in his 2 overs, he's 2 for 18. There's options here for Liton Kumar Das with just 5 overs and a ball to go. Tuskin still has 2. The fizz is normally used right at the back end, isn't he, just to bowl his last 2. But he tends to bowl a lot of slower balls now, more than Yorker after Yorker after Yorker. He can still bowl him, but he's got such a lovely change of pace. They need a boundary. They've got one. And that will be a Nexus pay for to end the 15th. It's 98 for 5.
Projected score 113, 6.53 even runs per over. I think the Netherlands need much more than that. 64 for 4 between 7 to 15. Here comes the last 5 overs. It's going to be Taskin Ahmed. The bowling is 3rd over. Down the leg side. And an easy call by the umpire. 𝗿𝗂 Khan, 99 for 5. What sort of a score do you think Netherlands will be targeting from here onwards?
Well, the current run rate will get them 131. That's the boundary. Last ball of the previous boundary, Nexus pay 4. So if you go at this current run rate, they'll end up with 131, but I think they should be targeting somewhere around 140, even more. To do that, they need to get 10 runs per over from here on.
Now with that single, brings up the 100 for Netherlands side. I think to get to 150, Kroos and Kyle got to do the mark of the batting. They still have lots of all-rounders to come, but I just feel this combination has to get the job done.
Yeah, it's a tough task, but you have to have that sort of self-belief in yourself to ensure that yes, you can score runs quickly. Look at the first 50, 49 deliveries. The second came a little bit quicker. The last one, these 5 overs will have to count really well for the Netherlands.
Nicely bowled. Right on the money, Taskin Ahmed. The right thing to do in Sylhet especially. In the death overs, go nice and full as straight as possible.
Yeah, he was searching for that Yorker, the first delivery that he bowled in this over, which was called a wide. This one, spot on.
Just quietly after the last delivery, there's a change in the field. Deep finally coming into the circle. That's shorturl Islam. And short mid-wicket has dropped back. So watch out for the slow deliveries. That's a good option to have for Taskin Ahmed, especially. The fine leg is in the circle. Just as we spoke. That's nicely done. Nicely, this guy slow delivery into the pitch by Taskin Ahmed.
And not a bad idea to target it to hit over the top of the infielder, because that fielder just come on inside the circle. Now these are the wickets. The first one to go first over his first delivery, and the second over first delivery. He picked up 2 straight into the hands. Really making those early inroads to stop Netherlands on their track.
It makes a massive difference whenever Taskin Ahmed is firing and fit. He's a bowler with wealth of experience. Slower delivery in the air. Long on says mine. And takes it. 𝗂𝗫 the fielder, safe as houses. And Taskin Ahmed picks up his 3rd wicket. That's a rocket out. He's 100 for 6.
Clever piece of bowling. Was never to the pitch of the delivery, and he knew he was in trouble when that came off his bat. Easy. Nicely taken in the deep, so Netherlands loses another one. Kyle gone for 9, 100 for 6.
Now 6 wickets down for Netherlands. They need some sort of a partnership. Tim Pringle, left-arm spinner. A strike rate of 95, not too promising, and high score of 35. The Dutch boys will be happy if Tim Pringle can at least get half of his high score to get to a score 140. A slow ball picked up the wicket for Taskin. Back of the length. Run out chance, direct hit. Oh, he misses out. The Richard Hossain mid-wicket did all the right thing, but only miss the stumps.
Yeah, a bit of a hiccup there. Derek Head would have been curtains, and they would have lost another wicket here, Netherlands. Yeah, slower. Pace off the ball. Never in a position to get it out of the park. In the end, just lobs it over. And Ridhoy does the rest. What a wonderful, wonderful spell of seam bowling we've seen from Taskin Ahmed. He's worked really hard on his fitness level, and he's showing his true colours with the ball.
Certainly does. Just outside the off stump. A good decision by umpire Tanveer Ahmed. And will be signal as off the bat. And I don't think Litwan Kumar Das is interested to go upstairs. As end of the 16 is 102 for 6. Clearly, Taskin Ahmed, the man with the golden arm. 3 for 15 of his 3 overs. Looks like it's going to be Mustafiz. He'll probably bowl the 17th and the 19th. Back of the length. Pulled away. Got to be just a single. Just residing in a single.
On the money, right from the word go, Taskin Ahmed. This is how he started his spell. First delivery to max it out, turning the face of the bat and going to covers. Then the left-hander holding out in the deep, and then not picking up the slower delivery. Easy catch taken. He's simply been brilliant with the ball.
Yeah, Taskin Ahmed clearly likes to play against Netherlands. Picked up 4 wickets in Hobart, 2 wickets in Kingstown, and 3 wickets today. Cut into the pitch by Mustafiz, the trademark slower delivery. And when he bowls this pitch, I think the length becomes really crucial. And Mustafizur Rahman, he always pitches the ball back on the length where the batsman cannot eye the mid-off fielder, isn't it?
A good crowd in, really good crowd in for the first T20 International between these two sides. Remember, they'll play 3 altogether.
An important scene for many aspects for Bangladesh. The all-important Asia Cup coming in. You need all your star players firing. And someone has been firing for a long time in the Pakistan series. And even this game, this man with number 3 on his back. The lengths have been magnificent. After the first over, Shariful Islam went for 3 boundaries. Taskin Ahmed made sure he was doing the basics right, hitting the back of the length with the seam up. That has been the difference. He has not done anything fancy. When he's not sure, he has gone for, and it feels like he can pick up a wicket. He has hit the back of the length. Up in Sylhet, in the pass, always the pitch assists something for the faster bowlers.
And add to that, the lines have been very good also for Riz Mahroof on the top of the around the off-stump line. Really good. Just going back to that Asia Cup, this Bangladesh would need to find the right combination. A lot of players will be waiting for the chance in the next couple of matches. But first thing first, they need to wrap this up nicely and then find the right combination. There is Shamim Hussain, who's not picked up today. There's Tanzir Hassan Shakib also available. Mohammad Saifuddin, the right seamer and the left-hander. So there are quite a few options. Another short delivery. And we'll probably see a change of 11 in the next couple of games to ensure that they go to Asia Cup with a clearer picture. Who are the ones who would be picked up in the 11?
As far as I'm concerned, I think for the first game, only places in doubt is Saif Hassan or Shamim Hassan Patwari. I think the rest of it are quite clear-cut. And that's 11, I think, will put up a good fight for Bangladesh up in Abu Dhabi. End of the 17th, 104 for 6.
a strong squad for this series as well as the Asia Cup. Plenty of batters, all-rounders, bowlers. I think 𝗂𝗪𝗓 𝗂𝗃𝗵𝐵 will be the backup as a fast bowler. All-rounders, they got the strikers, Nasur Mohammed. Mehdi Hassan will probably be in the playing 11. And Sharifuddin, another all-rounder. They've done well. So I think certainly the selectors have got to get the combination right. I think the combination is right, just the personal. And as I said, only place in doubt for me is going to be Saif Hassan. And if he's playing, what number he's going to bat. And Shamim Hussain, for me, at number 5, number 6, is an ideal candidate.
But there's also Nasur Mohammed, the left-arm orthodox. So they have an option to bring in an extra spinner. So that's one of the other options, but it is a very well-balanced side. And it's important to find the right combination because they'll be playing all the first 3 matches in Abu Dhabi.
Bouncer. On top of Litton Das, goes for a boundary. Not where I intended, Gross, but he'll take it with both hands.
It's a nexus pay for. Had to go for it because the runs are not coming at all. It's in top edge, doesn't matter. It's the boundary that matters to them. They'll pick up another boundary here.
Well, certainly surprised the batter, Gross, with the bouncer. Good pace, nice height. I think once the bounce is out of the way, the change in the field now. Finally comes into the circle and short mid-wicket drops back. So watch out for the full Yorker. And with the mid-off in the circle, I think Taskin Ahmed got to be really careful with the line. Middle and leg stump should be the line. Slower delivery, and it should be his 4th wicket, and it is. That's a lovely disguised slow delivery, and Taskin Ahmed, he cannot do anything wrong today.
Yeah, it is a rocket out, and he picks up his 4th wicket. We're just trying to hit it over the top of the infield, and in the end, a straightforward chance to Saif Hassan. The Crows go for 11. The Netherlands and Spodder Bother 109 for 7.
Now, Bangladesh have been excellent, catching everything, bowling well, and in comes at number 9, Aryan Dutt, the off spinner, best of 17. He'll be hoping that he could at least match it or probably go one better, minimum. Last 30 deliveries, 23 for 3, putting the breaks in the run rate. Excellence of Taskin Ahmed, who just got 3 more deliveries to finish his spell, and he'll be fancying to pick up his fifer. Not taken a fifer in T20 cricket so far, and this occasion it bisects the gap, and Aryan Dutt opens his account with a lovely cover drive, and that's a nexus pay boundary.
Yeah, it's a lovely piece of timing. You could see the smile on his face when he played that shot. Just got past that fielder and goes between cover and mid-off. Lovely looking shot. Just a bit of a hand, the left hand. Couldn't pull it back.
A top order batter would have definitely been proud of that stroke by Aryan Dutt for the first delivery. There's a couple of deliveries. Can Taskin Ahmed record his first fifer in T20 internationals? Best of 4 for 16 against Ireland. Cut shot, crashes through, but only finds the field at sweeper. And slight midfield, resulting in extra run here. Excellent by Aryan Dutt.
He only faced 2 deliveries, and he looks a proper batter, doesn't he? That is a really good-looking cut shot off the back foot finds the fielder. Good running in between the wickets. Coming back for the second.
Yeah, excellent start by Arinder. A wicket and 11 runs so far from Taskin Ahmed's over. Current run rate of 6.40 at the same rate. The end of the 20th over, but Netherlands will finish at 128. Can they squeeze past 130, 135 just for his psychological boost? Slow delivery. Down the leg side, wide been called by Tanveer Ahmed.
Eyeing that Yorker goes down the leg side, so it is a wide. He's gone for 12 in this over, but what a good bowling display from Taskin Ahmed. Even if those 12 runs, he's gone for only 27. 4 for 27 so far.
Jonas will have bowled the expensive over. The second over went for 13. Full toss. And crashes straight to long on, and Taskin Ahmed finishes his spell. 4 overs, 4 for 28. 18 overs done, 117 for 7.
The second time Taskin Ahmed has picked up a 4-wicket haul against the same opposition in 2022 in Hobart. He picked up 4 for 25 tonight, 4 for 28. His best win against Ireland the year 2023 when he picked up 4 for 16.
Yeah, excellent numbers, isn't it? Slower delivery. Cow point. He says mine and leaves it to the fielder who's running in from sweeper cover. Break in communication and lands in between the two fielders, Imon and Ridhoy.
Never easy for a fielder to go, run backwards and try to hold on to a catch. Just coming from the bottom part of the bat, maybe Ridhoy just stopped by himself by looking at what Imon was trying to do, getting close to the ball. Not happy at all, Fizz.
Certainly not happy, Mustafiz. Certainly anyone who can knows about Mustafiz. He's a quiet man. When he's angry, he says it. There should have been Imon's catch. From the word go, he was not sure. He was worried about the fielder running in from sweeper cover. And at this level, got to be said, Imon, got to be taken.
At the very last moment, he looked at Ridhoy. Then he lost it completely. Couldn't get close to the ball.
Oh, mid-off and goes for a boundary. Is it? No. Excellent fielding. Good commitment shown. Saif Hassan, the fielder. Nevertheless, 3 runs for Tim Pringle. That's an excellent shot opening up the offside.
Making some room and going down the leg side. It's a good effort, really good effort. Qiushinez, it is a boundary check. Qiushinez has a touch. Boundary ropes, the triangles, when the ball is just flicking it back.
Tell you what, Arthur, it's going to be a close one. And I feel the field has touched the boundary cushions and the ball was in his palms. Yeah, confirmation. Next spare boundary for Tim Pringle. That was an excellent shot, opening up the offside, using the angle well. Though the length wasn't there to go a bit off, kept a very good shape and swing through the line, resulting in a change in the field with the third man coming into the circle and mid-off drop him back. 12 boundaries and 2 sixes so far in this innings in 18.3 overs. Slow delivery again. Taking the pace off, Mustaphiz.
Got to look for boundaries. They'll look to see the opening. Where is the next boundary coming for Netherlands? They've picked up a boundary in this over. They've bought those three fielders now inside the circle, which is behind the batter. So maybe a scoop. Play it late. Try to scoop it over the top of the infielder behind the batter, the keeper.
Yeah, good call, Arthur. I think the ball turning away from the right hander. If 𝗂𝗏 can get down and scoop it over, a reverse sweep or reverse sweep will be a better choice against Mustaphiz because he's not giving any pace. That time, it's bottom of the bat. Excellent by Mustaphiz.
7 runs in this over. Score 124 for 7. Is dealing with slower deliveries. Mustaphiz Rahman started with 115 kilometers per hour, the first one, and the last two one is around that pace also.
Yeah, so far 5 deliveries, 2 pace on, 3 slower deliveries by Mustaphiz. What is it going to be the last ball of the over? It's another cutter. 7 runs from the 19th over.
It's 124 for 7. Van Meekeren and Doran, the 2 bowlers to follow at number 10 and 11. At the moment, Pringle and Aryan Dutt doing the job. 15 of 10. The partnership. It's going to be Shorturl Islam finishing us off. First over, expensive 13. Next 2 overs, just given away 5 runs. He's up against Aryan, who's looking good. In length. Should be a couple of runs. Yeah, Rishad Hussain. That's the fielding and good running by Pringle to come back for the second run.
Yeah, they would need to pick up, if possible, a couple of boundaries in this last over to give them some sort of total to go and try to defend it. They get across 135, 140. For that, they need some big hits. Aryan has already picked up a boundary, 11 of just 6.
Slower delivery. Finds the field at 𝗂𝗏. That was there to be put away over extra cover. Aryan Dutt's reaction says it all.
They're trying to pick up a boundary in front, either on the off or the onside, and we mentioned earlier that there's an opportunity for the batters. If it's on the shorter side, they can open the face of the bat and go over the top of the fielder at short third and short point, finer, or maybe a short fine leg, so they can go either side.
Beautifully bowled, nice and full. 2 is the call by Pringle, and he'll be happy with a single with Tawhid Hridoy. Gunfield, a good pickup and a good throwback.
Yeah, nothing much they could do about that particular delivery. Had to go towards the onside, full and straight. Very good delivery from Shorturl Islam.
Yeah, Shorturl Islam doing the right thing. Other try and bowl in full, but you don't want the ball be short, especially to the offside. There's a shorter sit in the outfield. Slower delivery, missed out again. And the football skills comes out not too good by Shorturl Islam. Missing the stumps.
The footwork from the bowler. Was he in business? Was the non-striker struggling? Maybe he would have made his ground. Misses it completely. There you go.
That's like the penalty missed by Manchester United, lose to Grimsby Town. One of the saddest day, being a United fan, got to be said. Had to put it out, Athar.
You know, I kind of feel sorry for you.
Believe me, I was in tears. But that's part of the game, isn't it? We've been it, we've done it. The good days and the bad days makes it mix up. Slower delivery, picks up, and Tim Pringle deposits into the grass banks. And that's a rocket 6 over mid-wicket.
Clean as a whistle. He picked that beautifully off his legs. That is a terrific hit from Tim Pringle. Yeah, really good wrist work. And right from the sweet part of the bat goes the distance, 87 meters.
Yeah, thought Tim Pringle picked up the slower delivery early. It was 122.3 and 135 for 7. Can they get to the psychological 140 mark? Here comes the last ball. Full toss and finds the fielder at mid-wicket. Will they go back for the second run? They do. And Liton Kumar Das takes the bails off as Pringle coming back for the second run. He's been run out, but nevertheless a decent effort in the middle overs by the Dutch boys to get to 136.7, beg your pardon, in the allotted 20 overs.
12 runs in that over. Well, it looks like that the batter was fell short and has been given out. And just have to wait and see the confirmation from the umpire. Yes, it is a wicket. One bounce, good bounce for Ridshad Hussain. Yep, well short of his crease. So in the end, Netherlands managed to score 136 for 8, 12 in the last over.
The last 30 deliveries, 38 for 3. He managed, and at the halfway mark, the Bangladesh side will be the happiest side as they restrict Netherlands for 136.8, led by Liton Kumar Das, using 6 bowlers, with Taskin Ahmed firing all cylinders, picking up 4 for 28 in his 4 overs. Certainly the crowd has come out in numbers. These are the paces. The first power play clearly belongs to the Bangladesh side, 34 for 1. In the middle over 7 to 15, 64 for 4. But Bangladesh were quite good in their 4 overs, and in the end 38 for 3 in the last 5 overs, which were Netherlands will be just probably, in my opinion, about 20 runs short. Batting card for the Netherlands side, 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏, they started the proceedings. 𝗏 dismissed, as well as Nida Manuru batted well for 26. Lots of starts, but no one kicking in. In the end, Pringle and Aryan getting to double figures, making sure Netherlands get 136 in their allotted 20 overs. Let's get down to pitch side and join Shamnoy for an interview.
Yes, I've got Saif Hassan with me. Saif, you've come back to the T20 side after almost 2 years. What was the hard work that went behind it?
I think there was a lot of hard work and lots of process in there. So, Alhamdulillah, got the opportunity. Hopefully, can make use of it.
Yeah, and then after using 5 or 6 bowlers, Liton, your captain, looked over to you, gave you the ball. What did he say?
I think we had a clear plan. If I come to ball, just bowl according to the situation. So right there when I was bowling, maybe needed a wicket. So that's why he brought me.
And you did well with 2 wickets. Congratulations and all the best.
Thank you.
Over to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shamnoy. Thank you, Saif. Yeah, excellent. 2 wickets under his bowling. 6 bowlers used. Mehdi Hassan was excellent. 21 runs, no wicket. Taskin Ahmed was the pick of the bowlers. 13 dot deliveries, 28 for 4. Ably supported by Saif Hassan as a part-time spinner. When the Bangladesh side comes out to bat, they got to make 137 in their 20 overs at a rate of 6.85 to win the first game of this series. Right, we're going to take a short break. We'll have the chase by Bangladesh very soon.
Good evening once again, and this is the Dutch Bangla Bank, Bangladesh versus Netherlands T20 Cricket Series 2025, powered by Rocket, co-sponsor 𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗃. And we are at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, where it's looking pretty good for Bangladesh, having restricted the Dutch team to an under par score. You can see 136 for 8. They started off with a bang when 𝗏𝗏 went after the bowling, but after his departure, it's always been a struggle to build up partnerships. Really didn't happen. And as you can see, 25 of 19, good start. The wicket started falling at regular intervals. There was another 28-run partnership, which looked to take them to a good score, but it really did not gel together and finished at 136 for 8. The bowling has been absolutely top class, particularly from Taskin Ahmed, whose third best bowling figures, 4 for 28. There's good support from a surprise bowler, Saif Hassan, who was brought in for a short spell and got a couple of wickets. So this is what happened in the first part of the game. 𝗂𝗑𝗃 Ackerman, good evening to you. Didn't go the way the Dutch would have liked to.
They got off to a nice start. Max O'Dowd took a fancy to shorturl Islam, got a couple of boundaries away, took on Mahedi as well before Taskin was introduced into the attack, and what an evening he had. He got a little bit of swing up front, a little bit of movement, and he got the first couple. But the whole innings, it just never threatened to get going because of how well Bangladesh bowled. Their fielding was quite impressive. Anytime the ball went up in the air, the catch was taken, no matter how difficult the chance. 𝗃𝗃 took some good ones, 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 as well. And every time you thought that the Netherlands were going to maybe put on a big partnership, a wicket went down. Every single bowler played his part, including Saif, who got registered his first T20 international wickets for Bangladesh.
And he got a couple actually eventually, and right the way through, Netherlands were not given the opportunity. Good fielding, as you mentioned, some good catches, except maybe this one a bit of a misunderstanding between the two fielders converging on the ball. Some lusty hitting, some big shots took them to a score which they will not be too happy about. Under par, the last wicket fall to a run out, and that man just going out of picture, Taskin Ahmed, the hero for Bangladesh, with the ball in the first innings, asking the Netherlands to bat first, and it has paid off. The target for Bangladesh, 137 runs in 20 overs at 6.85 runs per over.
I think ordinarily you would think that Bangladesh would win this quite comfortably, but the problem, Shamim, is that no team anymore are happy to just nudge and nurdle their way to an average total. They want to be aggressive, they want to try and win it in 12, 13 overs. And that sort of attitude is one that would be a good one for Bangladesh going forward to the Asia Cup and to the World Cup. But it could also be a dangerous one in this particular match, because they lose a few wickets, panic sets in, the Netherlands will run all around this ground. They'll be really, really intense around their work. But you would think that they well should.
Completely agree with you, 𝗂𝗑𝗃. I think it is the way, the manner in which they play the first 6 overs. it'll be a combination of ensuring that they don't lose too many wickets. But, you know, smallish totals can be rather deceptive at times. As you mentioned, you feel that you've got it under control and you're chasing 6.85 and over. That should be a walk in the park. But funny old game, as we keep on saying. And early wickets, Netherlands will fancy their chances. And they are a good unit. They are a good bowling unit. Maybe not the paciest of bowlers, maybe not the sharpest of spinners. But what they have are utility cricketers. And utility cricketers can deliver for your team. Tanzid Hassan Tamim has been very impressive in the recent past. Plays some lovely shots when he plays down the ground. 550s, and he will be a threat. If he gets going, Netherlands better watch out. 𝗶𝗴𝗲𝗂 a bit of up and down the last few innings that he's played, but he's got a century in the book, and of course, he's the one I think Bangladesh will be hoping they can just stay there, build up a partnership with Tanzid, who will be going for the bowling right from the word go, that's for sure.
Got a nicely balanced bowler unit. Netherlands, they got a few spinners, 3 spinners and 3 seamers. They too are going to open with spin, Aryan Dutt, just like Bangladesh did with Mehdi Hassan. Tanveer Ahmed said, let's get things underway.
Let's play with Touch Bangla Bank. Oh, short. Backs away. Finds the gap. Good start here. They start off with a Nexus play 4.
Well, when you've only allowed 2 boundary riders outside that 30-yard circle, you can't afford to be short. Credit as well, though, to Emon to put it away, because there is quite a few fielders that are on that offside.
Yeah, rank long hop, not the ideal delivery to bowl first up. Just puts the pressure on the bowler from the get-go. And once again, this is cracked away. He has picked that spot so very well back to the point, and it races away for another Nexus play 4. The runs are coming thick and fast.
Well, the first delivery asks to be hit for 4. This is a lovely stroke. It's just great use of the feet, and then he just whips his hands through the ball to be able to get it fine past the man at point and the man at backward point. That's a lovely shot. I mean, it's not a poor delivery, not by any stretch of the imagination, but it's great feet.
Goes and meets the ball and hammers it. That's the slog sweep. This is on the other side of the ground. Nexus play 4s are coming on virtually every delivery here. He is in a marauding mood.
That would have been premeditated. That would have been premeditated. They're just checking to see if it is a Nexus Pay 4 or a Rocket 6. It might have bounced just before the boundary. The stroke is premeditated, and the reason why I say that is because there's 2 cut shots that are played, and Emon is saying there's no ways that Aryan Dutt is going to drop this short. He's going to be full, and because he's going to be full, I'm going to sweep.
You're absolutely right. He was into position going across, and I think it's going to be signaled for the maximum a Rocket 6. So, Aryan Dutt, what do you come up with next? 14 runs already in the first 3 deliveries of the innings. Tremendous pressure on the bowler. The crowd have really got their voice. That was premeditated too, and I think it's a good thing from the bowler's perspective that he saw that and he bowled it a tad wider.
A little bit of turn there as well, but I can hear you. I can almost hear your thoughts sitting alongside me saying, you've done the damage. Just knock it for a single now, get to the non-striker's end. Not sure what he's thinking.
That is better, definitely. He may be disappointed at not getting runs from his reaction, but play the ball to its merit. They keep on saying, do not let all those big shots get to your head. And don't allow the bowler a foot in. Done the damage, as you said, HD. Just keep calm. Three good deliveries eventually to finish that over. 14 without loss. Just the start Bangladesh wanted. 14 of the first over. Couple of boundaries and an over boundary, and here they are.
It's just a lovely bit of batsmanship. First ball says hit me for 4. The second one, it's all about the foot movement. And the third one, he says, I know where you're going to bowl, and I'm going to sweep you over square leg for 6. Carl Klein.
Angles the ball in. He delivers the ball from the edge, but doesn't matter where he delivers it from. It is, I think, going to be a boundary check. There's a good effort from the fielder in the deep, but I just feel they might have a check here.
Such a difficult field to bowl to. That's going to be 4. Because his foot is in the boundary rope. It's virtually across the boundary when he makes contact. So that'll be a nexus pay 4. But around the wicket with fine leg up inside the circle, you can't even afford to be hitting middle stump because the left-hander will work you away fine on that leg side.
Deviating down the leg side, that's going to be signaled as a wide. Really under pressure with the threat of big shots from the Bangladeshi batters. A little bit of a disarray, particularly Kyle has been all over the place, struggling to maintain his line and length.
There's a little bit of swing here for Klein, and you wonder if he could possibly bowl over the wicket, which would then bring the LBW into the equation, swinging it back into the left-hander. But with this amount of swing, I just feel it's a difficult angle for him to bowl to.
That's better, much better. Just got him to have a little prod at that one. Tanzid just wanting to get behind the line. Lucky he didn't get a touch.
Well, this is where he needs to be. That length and that line. If he's any shorter than that, he'll expose himself to the offside. And if he's any wider than that, the same. If he gets straighter, he'll disappear through the leg side. So that was perfect. Wrap that up and deliver it again.
Yes, similar line and respectfully played by the batter. That is what they need to do with the boundary in the first delivery. You need some tight deliveries, accurate deliveries. Keep the batter interested. Make sure they're not given opportunities to take advantage. Has experience line, so I'm sure able to read the scenario, knowing that building up pressure through dot balls will do the trick. Bangladeshi batters might try and take chances, despite the fact that have got off to a blistering start, very busy start. Oh dear, lost it again.
First over goes around the park. Second one is riddled with extras, and when you are defending 136, this is not the start that you want.
good to see the crowd in here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium watching this match. Oh, now check that, in two minds. Initially thought of really trying to hit it forward or square, maybe, and just holding it and allowing it to come and hit the bat instead.
This might just hold a little bit in the surface. Plays it well in the end, does Emon. It's almost as if he's lining it up to play the square cut, as you rightly point out, but then the angle takes it in and it's just too close to cut. So adjusts well.
Oh, Yorker length. Just managed to toe end it and squirt it out for a single.
Another thing that we do need to bear in mind is the dew. We saw the Hessian being dragged around the outfield during the innings break. We know that it is warm, even though there's been a lot of rain. It's very humid, and so that is perfect conditions for dew. And again, hence the reason why 13 matches played here, 10 have been won by the team batting second. Dew has an effect in the evening. You can just see the little droplets there forming on top of the grass. It makes holding the cricket ball very difficult, makes the outfield very slippery. It makes the landing in the creases very difficult for the bowlers.
Yes, you'd feel that he was a little uncomfortable, particularly when his foot was landing on that spot and making sure don't want to get any kind of injuries. Overnight rain, early morning rain, so there will be something underneath the ground, even in addition to the dew, a little bit of moisture. All goes to being difficult for the bowlers on their run-ups and landing where they're landing, and also in the outfield. And I think Bangladesh, when they're fielding, did a good job, virtually taking all the catches. Hardly anything missed, but they were fielding when it was virtually daylight early on. Things are very different now.
Yeah, and there's pressure on Bangladesh. There's no doubt that there's pressure on them. When you have a team that there's an expectation for you to win, that comes with its own sort of pressure. So for them to put up a first innings performance like that is quite brilliant.
He normally doesn't show too much emotion. Bangladesh head coach Simmons. Just a little pause in play. Will that affect the concentration of the batter? Again, pitching it up and playing it very nicely, threading the needle. Doesn't time it to a nicety enough for some runs. Good calling between the two. 3 from the last ball to make it an 11-run over. It's 25 without loss.
Back to you, boy.
That's how it's panned out so far. The Dutch-Bangla series, in the Dutch-Bangla Bank series, I must say, because it's the Dutch playing Bangladesh. 136 for 8 is what Netherlands could muster in their 20 overs, which will be pleasing to Bangladeshi supporters. Wanted to make an emphatic performance with the ball, and they want to do the same with the bat in their chase.
The skipper's done well. Yeah, he's trusted Aryan Dutt to bowl a second after his first one went for 14. Granted, those 14 were in the first 3 deliveries.
And also, actually, maybe the thought process in the skipper's mind before the ball gets too wet in the outfield, get your top spinner to try and get some purchase over the wicket. And also the proud scene, because Aaron, that is a tallish bowler, get that extra bit of bounce, which might just surprise the batter. Oh, didn't quite get a hold of that.
He's trying to hit this out the ground. Not for six, out the ground. And that's the reason why he hasn't found the middle of the bat.
Oh, this is a beauty. That is why he's been kept on. And he'll make his skipper very happy. Quicker delivery, almost 100 kilometers, and zipped through and hit timber. First wicket down for Bangladesh.
Little bit of drift, just a little bit of drift back into the left-hander, and then it skips off the surface and knocks over the leg stump and gives Netherlands their first rocket out. He promised them a couple of boundaries in his in the first over, 15 off 9. Bangladesh 26 for 1.
Skipper comes in. 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 walks in. He's led the team well. 2 recent series wins, 1 at home, 1 abroad in Sri Lanka. Good numbers. 1,292 runs, and he's got 12 50s. Consistent. His team have started off very well and just afford to take a bit of time in settling down. Reason why he's there is because of this super delivery. Just too fast, didn't anticipate the speed, and just the perfect bounce to clip the top of the bails. Eases it through. There's going to be a chase, does well, picks it up. A couple of runs to start things off for Litton.
Yeah, nice way to get off the mark. Just placed it, didn't he? Didn't try and hit it hard. A couple of fielders behind square on that offside. Just nudged it away there for a couple.
Been a decent over so far. Good comeback. Wants to finish well. Oh, that's short. That's easy pickings. But there is, thankfully, some protection in the deep. Another single. 3 overs done. It's 29 for 1. Well, the orange worm was never allowed to rear its head. Regular fall of wickets, those moles, those dots tell you the story. Consistent Bangladesh were in getting wickets at regular intervals. Daniel Durham, into his 12th match, 14 wickets. Good economy rate and best of 3 for 14. 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 may not have faced this bowler every time. You want to know what he's going to come up with. Left arm orthodox. Ball's pretty close from the stumps. No deliberate effort to really give the ball some flight. Just trying to get his length sorted out early on.
Born in St Martin, Daniel Ďorum. Played for the Leeward Islands before making the move across to qualify for the Netherlands.
Good ball, just tucked away for a single. St Martin's, isn't that the place where the planes land right over your head? There are people in the sea beach, and the plane lands and blow the bathers away.
Yep, that is the place. That is the place.
Watchful, and there's been good tight bowling. Oh, a little bit of a fumble, allows the single.
I tell you what though, Shamim, when you're a schoolboy and you saw someone the size of Ďorum arrive, you would quake. You would think, well, here comes a big, fast and nasty. There would certainly be no expectation that he was going to bowl slow left-arm orthodox.
Yeah, when it did come out, both of us were wondering what he's going to come up with, and then we saw him taking his run up, and obviously it was shorter, and it's just what he was going to deliver. But what he's done, bowled 3 good deliveries. On it. And gets a dot ball in too. It's ball into line and length very nicely.
There's been some good left-arm spinners of that height, haven't there? Think of a West Indian, Suleiman Ben. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to slow left-arm orthodox, but it does appear that he gets through his action quite quickly from here.
Oh, it's so good, bring! No round armish action for him. It comes really right over his head at point of delivery. Overdone, 4 gone, 33 for 1. Two big overs, but it's been pulled back by some good bowling and loss of a wicket. So Liton Kumar Dash will be pretty happy. The required run rate is 6.5. From now on, no real pressure. Just play your natural game. It's all of it protection in the deep.
You bring up quite a good point here about Ďorum's action, about how over the top it is. And a lot of cricketers, spinners I should say, in maybe Europe, Australia and South Africa, their spinners are very over the top. When you come to the subcontinent, a lot of the spinners are a little bit more round armish. They undercut the ball, and that can be very useful in Asian conditions when you undercut the ball, because some grip and turn and others just skid straight on. Whereas your over-the-top bowler, Nathan Lyon, they sort of rely on bounce. And you don't often get that in Asian conditions. You might get it here, though, in Sylhet.
Just something clicked when you mentioned Nathan Lyon. 2017 was it on this day when Bangladesh beat Australia in a low-scoring encounter in a test match in Mirpur. Way back, another look. See at point of delivery, the ball is virtually over his head. So it's completely different from the way subcontinental left-arm orthodox bowlers bowl. That would be because of the nature of the wicket. But he has got a good sort of lines and lengths, and he's been very disciplined. That's why it's Been a tight over so far. Backs away. That's a loose delivery, and it's got the treatment it deserved. Nexus Bay boundary.
Just a classic back cut. And he really is nice to watch, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏, when he's playing well. All his stroke play is so classical.
Well. On the move, on the charge. Nexus Bay fours are happening on a regular basis here.
We said they weren't going to mess around. They want to make a statement. That's just helped on its way. Effortless once more from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃.
Yeah, right word. Just made it look so easy, didn't he? Just spoiled over the last two deliveries. Aryan to the last ball of his third. Nicely played, just for the single. To retain strike and finish the over. 5 done, 45 for 1. Very famous day in August 2017. Bangladesh beating Australia for the first time in a test match in Mirpur, a low-scoring encounter. Right down there you see David Warner put up 112 of the 244. Almost closed in. Bangladesh winning by 20 runs on this day a few years back.
Yeah, historic. For the very first time, Bangladesh went on to win a test match against Australia. A wonderful performance in that particular test match. The reverse comes out and he times it beautifully. What a shot that is from 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏. They'll just have to recheck there whether it's gone the distance or not. We'll have to wait and see. It looked like it might have just gone all the way. Beautiful piece of timing also. That is a very good shot. And it is a rocket 6. Good evening, Shamunnoy.
Very good evening, Atabhai. And looked like he enjoyed it. People love it when he gets going, 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃. But above all, he enjoyed that shot, and that brought up that wry smile on his face.
And 50 up on the board for Bangladesh. Again making some room. This is pure class. Just waited and caresses it to get another boundary. It is the Nexus Bay 4.
6 followed by a boundary, a Nexus Bay 4. Dictating terms here. Made room for himself early and then just placed it. It's all about that placement. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 it towards deep extra cover. He's feeling the heat here in Sylhet, is Doram.
You're in search of some consistency here from the Bangladesh top order. They would want to go to Asia Cup with runs behind their back, especially the top order. In that series against Pakistan, didn't really make any impression, but he did pick up scores of 32 and 76 against Sri Lanka. 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏. Tanzid Hassan, the other left-hander opener, also picked up a 50, 73 not out against Sri Lanka. But it's all about getting into that frame of mind where you have runs behind your back when you go for that tournament, the Asia Cup. Average release height, he's a tall fella, he's very, very tall. That's why it's 2.49 meters. The release point, nicely tucked away. 12 in that over. It's 57 for 1. A couple of big overs, that's why Bangladesh have managed to score 57 in the power play. It has been a good one. Yes, they've lost 1 wicket, but the runs have come. Confirmation, power play done and dusted. These are the non-strikers end. 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃, so as we've seen a change in the bowling. Paul van Meekeren, 84 wickets, good experience here. Best of 4 for 11. We're eyeing to break this partnership here. Worth 31 of just 20 runs. And this is good batting. Good batting. Just picking up the gaps nicely. It picks up another couple of runs.
Yeah, if you compare the power play scores, Bangladesh well up and above. More than 20 runs ahead at the end of the power play. And score related to the run rate, of course. But it will be interesting to see how Van Meekeren goes about his business here, because there is a fair share of dew. Went down for the flash interview and saw that it is quite wet out there. So 𝗂𝗓𝗏 being introduced after the power play in the 7th over. Have to make sure that he can implement what he is thinking in his mind. The wet ball is often proved to be quite hard, but quite an atmosphere here in the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. It's lit.
Yes, a chock-a-block on that side part of the ground. Those stands are jam-packed. It's not easy for the bowlers to have a really good grip on the ball. But it's also important for them to realize what Thaksin did to manage to bowl and pick up those 4 wickets that it did. Short run, not in control, but he'll still pick up a couple runs there.
Van Meekeren is a tall customer. So he does generate that extra bounce, rose up on Tanzil Santamim on that occasion. But he did well to maneuver it away from the fielders and manage a couple of runs. But going back to what you were saying, 𝗂𝗏𝗏, absolutely, oftentimes you tend to, underestimate or overlook the achievements. But it's the conditions also, when you take into consideration, tells you how well he is bowled, given that it's a wet outfield out there.
Ⅹ of 15 for Tanzil Hasan, usually a very explosive batter, but he's trying to just get used to these conditions here. That single will bring 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃 on strike. Well, this is the highlight. This is what happened in the power play. First 3 deliveries went for boundaries, short and wide. Some really good looking shot. This one went all the way. And then a lovely piece of delivery to send back Imon. But they were still a little bit too short. A good pick-up shot. And then the reverse for the maximum. Really good shots from both the batters. Back live. Oh, he has to go back one more time to his run-up. Yet this year in the last edition of the Bangladesh Premier League, 𝗵𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 has picked up his highest T20 score. Smashed 133. Beg your pardon, 125, an unbeaten 125 in just 55 deliveries. So you would know a thing or two about how this pitch behaves. Chance, chance, chance! Oh, nearly.
3 fielders converging. Was not in control on that occasion, 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃. Again, that extra bounce that Van Meekeren generates. This time creating trouble for 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃, not from the meaty part of the bat. Got height rather than the distance, and then the fielder sliding. Fortunate for the batter.
Yeah, never easy for the fielder to go back, running backwards. So very difficult. You have to be really close to the ball to ensure that they catches it. But in the end, it falls in no man's land. Liton Kumar Das survives. The Netherlands need wickets here. This is good batting. The fielders on the edge of the circle allows the batter to pick up easy singles.
Yeah, it's been a busy over so far. Managed runs in every delivery. 7 runs so far. You know, well above the required run rate, as it's below 6. Yes, they believe in him. When he gets going, you know, it augurs well for the side. Captain leading from the front.
Now, he's got a good start here. He'll pick up a single. With that single, he moves to 29 of just 16 deliveries. 8 in that over. After 7, Bangladesh cruising 65 for 1.
Yeah, that's the Bangladesh squad for the Asia Cup 2025. It's knocking on the doors. This series is more like a preparation for the side. Now, quite a few changes, but it seems like the selectors and the team management are quite clear on who they want, what roles they want. For example, Saif Hassan, more of a batter, but who bowls. Noor Hassan has been knocking on the door for some time now. He's played before. But having Athar Ali Khan, has been a selector previously also, besides playing, can't help but ask, you know, the likes of Mehdi Hasan Miraz, Hassan Mahmood, they're on the side, you know, in the waiting list as a backup, which tells me that Bangladesh has quite a bit of options, which is good for the side.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have loved to see Mehdi Hasan Miraj in the squad. But probably looking to ensure that they have that particular player in the right position. 𝗵𝗺𝗃𝗃 on the leg side. It's a good combination. That's gone through. That's sloppy. So they'll come back for the second, releases the pressure.
And the reason, no, I said it like this is because, get back to that, yeah, just sort of popped up a bit. And it's a wet outfield, as we mentioned earlier. But for every position, you know, even you're leaving out a bowler like Hassan Mahmood, but in the camp, you've got a Taskin Ahmed, a Tanzim Hassan Saqib, Shoriful, the magic of Fizz. So there's a lot of competition, and it's always healthy.
Yeah, they have an option of Mohammad Saifuddin, who didn't make the cut today or tonight in the 11. So it's a pretty well-balanced side, I must say. Yes, I mentioned Mehdi Hasan Miraj missing the cut. But certainly the ones who have got an opportunity would have to put their hand up and say, okay, fine, I've got an opportunity. And if they are picked up in the 11, they're going to go and grab the chance with both hands. Lovely pickup shot. That's gone just one bounce. It is the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. Lovely touch from the skipper.
They're over pitching. Side of the hand, he was there, lighted, his eyes lit up, nicely down on one knee and clean hitting. Wings being deployed, but one bounce for 4. Positive, dominant batting.
Yeah, he's raced over to now 34 with that boundary of just 18 deliveries. Strike rate of 188. Again, what a lovely shot that is. It's a chip over the cover fielder, and it'll be another Nexus by 4.
He is in full control as 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏. Previous one on the onside. This time, he goes inside out to deep covers. He knows where the gap is. Now he's making the bowlers think. Again, the placement, the art in that shot. You can just watch and enjoy that.
Yeah, with the boundary 50 partnership up for Bangladesh for the second wicket. And it's come in quick time, just 31 deliveries. Pulls the line back, straight to the fielder. Not easy to bowl to 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏 if he's in that sort of a form. End of the over, 12 in that over, 77 for 1 after 8. Good partnership in the making. 51, they're still going of just 32 deliveries. Bulk of the run in that partnership coming from the bat of 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏, 38 of 20. 5 4s and 1 6 in that partnership. Yeah, he looked very good indeed, 𝗏𝗏𝗂𝗏𝗏. Leading from the front, he's the skipper. And he's played some delightful looking shots. Really good piece of timing. Getting to the pitch of the delivery, that was special for the top of the cover fielder. He's played some lovely shots and needs to continue to bat deeper. It'll certainly boost his confidence, not only his. I think the batter is the top order. Anybody going on to score a few runs here will certainly be feeling a lot more comfortable when they go on to participate in the Asia Cup. And that's the key for Bangladesh, to find form, the top order, find form, build on the partnership, and the ones who get starts, gets going. Don't be satisfied with 30s or 40s. Try to stay unbeaten. Maybe if they can, if both these batters can stay unbeaten, that will surely give them loads of confidence.
Yeah, surely. Get some runs under the belt. Definitely gives you a boost in confidence. Now, mid-on, falling back to long on. Mid-off in place as well. The deep point, deep square leg. Deep backward square leg as well. So, hinting that it could be short.
Poor delivery, gets the treatment. It is going to be a Nexus by 4 onto the pads. Easy pickings.
Yeah, two straight from Kyle on this occasion. Coming round the wicket, angling it too much. Just helped it on its way to Tanzila Santamim with the faintest of touches.
Yeah, I like the look of Tanzila Santamim. Remember, he's a very explosive batter. Whenever he gets onto the crease, he likes to play strokes right from the word go. Not tonight. Understood the fact that this is a kind of a surface where you need to spend a little bit time. Still, his strike rate is 130 plus. But to be able to bat the way he has batted tonight will certainly make him feel a little bit more comfortable. This time he goes down the wicket, misses it completely.
Kept a tad bit low, but 100% on this with you, Ata, because he's timed the innings quite well, except for this one, but it kept a bit low. Understanding the situation, assessing the conditions. Yeah, quite damp, quite humid. But at the same time, credit to the Dutch captain, Scott Edwards, who started with spin, deployed 3 spinners initially, trying to slow down the explosiveness of the Bangladesh openers.
Whips it away, but it'll find the fielder in the deep, so it'll only be a single. To have a look at the Liton Kumar Das boundaries today. A touch of class. Really good piece of timing. Very good. The reverse which went all the way. He gets so much time to bat, doesn't he? He gets a little bit more time than anyone else when he is in that mood. 38 of just 20. And as a skipper, he's done really well. Last 2 series, went on to win the series against Pakistan and also against Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka. It's a wide signaled.
Yeah, it's a package. The young blood in Tanzit Tamim and Parvez Hussain Imran, they bring in that explosiveness. Coming down the wicket, saw it, and too short. Wide signal, rightly so. 𝗃𝗍𝗃, Shakir Ali Onik, you want them to play the finisher roles. You have Shami Hussain Patwari as well. Thinking of some stability in the middle order. You have Liton Das, perhaps Saif Hassan as well. It's also about the clarity of roles you get.
Again down the leg side, not getting it right, Klein. If you don't really get to bowl in the areas where you think that you might be able to pick up a wicket, you need to ensure that you can produce a dot. The last 2 deliveries have been wide. Extra runs, extra deliveries. Bangladesh need only 51 in 68 deliveries with 9 wickets in hand. Again, this time would have been a wide, but it's gone. The Rocket 6.
Wow, wings deployed, elegance at its best. Liton Das is oozing with it. On the pads, just have a look at the connection. That is sweet.
The kind of form that he's shown tonight, he's not going to miss out. Would have been a wide. He said, no, I'm going to go for it. And in the end, it's gone 65 meters for a Rocket 6. It's turning out to be a very expensive over. $15 already in this over. It is already the most expensive over tonight. Well, this time somehow he managed to produce a dot. But what an over for Bangladesh. Not a great one for Netherlands. After 9, it's 92 for 1. Have a look at those last 3 overs, or maybe last 5 overs. 59 in the last 5 overs. They're going at just over 10 runs in an over, Bangladesh. So the required run has come down to just above 4 runs in an over. Tim Pringle in the attack. 6th bowler to be introduced this evening for the Netherlands. In desperate search of breaking this partnership. This partnership has been very good. 66 of just 40 deliveries to set them on course. Bangladesh cruising along. It starts with a full toss. And he picks up a wicket. Would you believe it? He cannot believe it. It is rocket out.
Yeah, couldn't hold the urge. Tempted by Pringle, and the bowling change works for Scott Edwards and the Netherlands. It was a full toss, came down the track, but not from the middle part of the bat. It was just a bit on the higher end. Good catch taken in the deep by Max O'Dowd. Knew where the boundary line was, and he feels lucky, does Tim Pringle, and hence the smile. But the partnership is broken at 66. Tanzit Tamim, he will go. He's gone for 29. Bangladesh 92 for 2.
Yeah, finally a wicket. I can tell you one thing, Pringle will be a happier person because it was a full toss and it went straight down the throat at long on. Max O'Dowd taking that easy catch. We'll be back shortly. Bangladesh winning the toss and putting Netherlands to bat. Only managed to score 136 for it thanks to that wonderful spell 4 for 28 from Taskin Ahmed. Right, there's a new batter, Saif Hassan in at number 4, highest of 50, playing after a couple of years for Bangladesh. But he's been in good nick recently, just back from Australia, the top end where he did manage to score a few runs, so he gets an opportunity. Yeah, what a start for him, Tim Pringle. First ball, a wicket. Second one, a dot, slip in place. Oh, that one kept low.
Making the ball talk. Something extra. Bit quicker on this occasion, kept tad bit low as well. And 97 kilometers per hour. Hurried the new batter.
Off the mark. But surely Tanzit Hassan would be disappointed because he might have thought that that would go all the way. Nope. Straight down at long on. It's a full toss, the first delivery, and he picks up the lone fielder. He cannot believe.
Yeah, sometimes you got to embrace the luck.
short, wide. Couldn't put it away. Just a single.
You mentioned Saif Hassan playing a few knocks in Northern Territory in the top end series. Managed a half-century against the Pakistan Shaheens. Returning after 2 years in the T20 side. Bowled well today, got a couple of wickets. Now Bangladesh needs him to get some runs under his belt.
And that's the reason he's been sent at number 4. Make full use of it. Goes down the wicket and smashes it. That should be cut off by the fielder at long on. A single good piece of fielding in the deep wicket. And just 3 runs in that very first over from Tim Pringle. After 10, Bangladesh 95 for 2.
Couple of wickets lost, but it's been quite easy so far for Bangladesh. Not really any kind of pressure in terms of the required run rate at the start of the innings, and that has allowed them to play some free-flowing cricket. They've maintained right through the innings. Durham into his 3rd over, 16 runs prior to this, and his 2. Bangladesh quite content to display the ball to its merit, not really taking too many chances. Things have come quite easily their way. Just wait around and play the ball to its merit. Good evening, Pervez Maroof.
Good evening, Shamim Chowdhury. Good evening, everyone. Nice stroll in the park so far for Bangladesh. Skipper Liton Kumar Das leading from the front, batting at number 3. Playing the anchor role, 45 of 23, hardly a sweat been dropped. Captain in form, very important going into the Asia Cup.
Absolutely good point there, Maha, because this is part of the preparation for the Asia Cup, and the manner in which they're going about it will bolster their spirits. They'll definitely be full of enthusiasm with a clinical win here. Bugs flying around, got in the eyes of Durham, but he's ready now. This impressed me actually with his style of bowling and his accuracy under pressure. So good. Once again, right on the money. He's been enjoying himself, hasn't he? Going at 187.5 strike rate. And he makes room for himself. That trigger movement, backing away and smashing it to the cover boundary. He races away for an 𝗂𝗃 fall.
That brings up the 100 for Bangladesh with that boundary. Excellent shot. The line was good. It was straight at the stumps, but the length was slightly shorter. And a bowler like Durham, who's what, 6'7" bowling it short, it was a settled batter. You pick up the length and you always toss the bounce. Excellent shot by Liton Kumar Das. Brings up the second 50. Just like exactly 32 deliveries each.
Now he entices Liton, who doesn't quite timing it properly, but doesn't matter. He reaches his 50. A very well compiled 50 of only 26 balls. And he's leading from the front. This has been a fabulous innings so far by Liton Kumar Das.
And also equals most 50s for Bangladesh in T20 internationals with Shakib Al Hasan, 13th half-century. Excellent stuff. Captain in form, captain leading from the front. Ominous signs for Bangladesh, Shamim Chowdhury. 102 for 2.
𝗏𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 2,342. 𝗏𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃 2,342. 2,551 for Shakib Al Hasan. Mahmudullah Riyad, 2,444 runs. And 𝗏𝗂, the manner in which is gathering the runs is surely to go past those two. On playing, Bangladesh need just 35 runs of the remaining 54 legal deliveries. Again, a full toss. Maybe could have done a little better with that.
I've always said, Shamim, whenever 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 in full swing with the bat, batting well, confident of his own ability, he's one of the batters around the world who has so much time to pay fast bowlers are bowling 140 plus in bouncy pitches generally. Relies on back foot play, a very good puller, a hooker, a cut, a back foot drive. And even in Bangladesh conditions, takes the right options. How many times you've seen chipping it over extra cover? In T20 cricket, you don't see much. So again, it's all about confidence. About a year ago, I remember during the Sri Lankan series, he was nowhere near good. But all of a sudden, he has changed a lot, leading from the front.
There's a confirmation of him equaling Shakib Al Hasan's 13 most 50s for Bangladesh in T20 internationals. And a long way to go, hopefully, from the Bangladeshi perspective. With 𝗏𝗏 getting into form, you're making the point. There have been a period of play not too long ago when he was struggling, with the manner in which he's come back. Excellent.
Even the umpire is pampering him.
Bang! There's a fielder trying to get around. He does stop the ball and does well to flick it back. Saved a couple of runs. That is good commitment shown.
Yeah, beautiful shot down the ground by Saif, trying to make the full use of his opportunity. And the umpire showing some love toward 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 in the last delivery. Shamima Chowdhury wiping the sweat off. It's good to see the umpires in the middle. And that's the same thing that I'd like to see in the commentary box. Shamima Chowdhury, you never be nice to us.
What do you mean I'm never nice to you? Oh no, let's concentrate on the cricket. There are some great shots. That's a massive one. Gone many a mile, that rocket six.
I'm telling you, Shamim, Saif Hassan has got an opportunity because we believe Shamim Hassan Patwari is not well. He's making the full use of it. A couple of wickets with the ball in his 2 overs, and now he's using the long handle for very good effect. Against the turn, middle of the bat, wings deployed.
Closing in, 25 runs of 50 balls. This is going to end much before the stipulated 20 overs. There's been an array of shots. 10 fours and 4 sixes so far in the innings. Nicely done. He goes for the power shot in the previous delivery. This time he just pushes the ball down the ground. Good cricket.
Yeah, good stuff for the young man. Not been carried away with the momentum of scoring runs with big shots, 6 and a single. And spectators have been given some entertainment by the Bangladesh side in the field with the ball now, chasing down in style.
Yeah, there's never been any occasion right through this match when Bangladesh have not dominated right from the word go with the ball, with that faux-pas from Tuscan. Good work once again. I've been very impressed at the outfielding of the Dutch fielders, throwing themselves around, making sure no easy runs are given away. They've got to come back. It's quite humid out there, as we saw previously. Everyone's sweating, and really the Dutch not quite used to these conditions. 12 overs done, 115 for 2. 𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃 has been sensational today.
Yeah, back foot, front foot, even some innovation playing the switch hit. Excellent. That's a lovely chip shot over mid-wicket. And whenever the opportunity was given, even for a lofted drive through the offside, that went over long, fine leg for a 6. Such a treat to watch when 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 in full swing, isn't it? Whether with the fast bowlers or the spinners.
Just the manner in which he constructs an innings. So good to see. You see a couple of 6s, 6 4s. And not a false shot. Maybe there was one opportunity when the fielders could have maybe attempted a catch, but other than that, it's been absolutely marvelous.
Looking at the field with mid-on, mid-off, both in the circle, I think Saif Hassan will fancy his chances by going over the top straight down the ground. And Paul van Meeken, on the other hand, will probably pull the length back. Probably understanding that the batsman is trying to pump him straight over the top.
Well, you called it, and the result is for everyone to see as it rolls away. Well done, Maha.
Batsman's instincts I got, Shamim Chowdhury.
What batsman's instinct? You have been a bowler all your life.
I'll take the as an all-rounder, but what a hit. What a hit. Keeping his shape. Cross seamer. Lovely hit. Got to be said, Saif Hassan is making the full use of his opportunity. And hopefully, for Bangladesh's sake, he can remain not out, scoring the entire 18 runs.
Just the point I was about to make. You took the words out of my mouth. When you want to go and stay till the end of the innings and make sure you're there when the winning runs are taken. Do not want to throw away your wicket. Right, that's the way to do it. Better delivery, just tap it away, get a single.
A 17 of 45 needed. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 as he's in his league of his own. Ably supported by Saif Hassan with 19 of 14 with the partnership on 28 of 20 dominated so far. But the young man Saif Hassan, who was doing everything right today with the opportunity he has got. Slow ball. And easily put away for a single. As I say, a very good evening to dear friend H.D. Ackerman.
Maha, they've been good, haven't they? They've been exceptional. Started off with ball in hand. You couldn't have asked for anything more, but what a performance this has been from the captain with the bat. Majestic. Some of the strokes. A highlight package of an innings from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃.
Yeah, indeed has been this man on screen. He is targeting the big one. There you go again. No mid-wicket in place. Couldn't get the timing right. Just a couple of runs. 4-1-1-2.
Dutch have just a day to reconsider to have a look at their performance. What do you call it? A debrief. Where can they get better? And they will probably look at every single department, because even with the score of 136, will run hard, but it'll just be a single. Even a score of 136, you would have thought that they would have been a bit better with ball in hand, but they weren't. Right from the outset, they've been second best. 124 for 2.
𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 into the attack as the seventh bowler.
To be fair though, and it means no ill respect to 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, but Julian Wood, the work that he's got to do with power hitting is going to have to be against bowlers bowling the ball at 140 kilometers an hour. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 is touching 120.
Just on Julian Wood, actually, previously, before he was coming to Bangladesh, he was in Sri Lanka for a week's camp. And the feedback that I heard that is, very much into detail. It's not only about hitting those big sixes, but every detail has been recorded for the players to get best as possible.
That's out the ground, helped on its way. It just drifted down the leg side. And that is an enormous rocket six. They are running away with it here, Bangladesh.
Enormous. Cross seamer by 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 down the leg side. A freebie. Helping on its way over fine leg. As I said, Saif Hassan is having a ball of a time. Wickets with the ball, brilliant fielder. And now getting the job done for Bangladesh. 30 of 18.
Is this it? This is it, it's all over. A rocket six to end things. Bangladesh have rollicked away with this one. A victory by 8 wickets. An exceptional performance from 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. He led his side impeccably in the field. He made the correct bowling changes when required. Even brought on Saif Hassan, who nipped 2 out. But it was with bat in hand that he captured our attention. He was scintillating with bat in hand. And what about Saif's innings? 36 of just 19 deliveries.
A thorough professional effort by the entire Bangladesh side, especially for me, Saif Hassan and Taskin Ahmed. At the standout performers, the Dutch, they played their best, missing a couple of the key players due to different commitments. Being said that, the full mark should go to Bangladesh. Everything they touched today became goal from the toss. Did the right thing, winning the toss, bowling first, the ideals, what you do in Sylhet, and they did it well. Set up the power play beautifully, fielded well, and now the bat, doing it in style.
Yeah, the Dutch have got a lot more to offer, that's for sure. They're a much better side than what they showed this evening. Yeah, but they came across a freight train. Bangladesh were quite brilliant today. What a way to finish the game. Julian Wood in attendance, the power-hitting coach, and he gets a big one to end the match.
The previous 6, it was a cross seamer. This occasion, a seam up, straight as an arrow, targeting the side screen. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The entire stadium was full. Spectators were treated excellently well by the Bangladesh outfit. Beat Pakistan at home, beat Sri Lanka at away. In all fairness, HD, for me, they look solid to win yet another bilateral series at home soil.
Well, they had to chase down 137 for victory. They made light work of it. Emon got off to a nice start. He's 15 of 9. 𝗀𝗄𝗃 played well as well. But 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, he showed all his skills and why he is such a nice batter to watch. 54 of just 29 and Saif up the order. 36 of 19 with some lusty blows. The big one of 66 between Little and 𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃, and then the unbroken one just short of a half century between Little and Saif.
Plenty of bowlers used by Netherlands, only 2 successful. Aryan Dutt, 3 overs 30 for 1, and Pringle as well, the left-arm spinner. Looked impressive, 16 for 1. But all in all, 137, not good enough to defend against a quality Bangladesh side.
Well, they did the first thing right, Bangladesh. They won the toss and they decided that they would bowl first, and bowl they did. Started poorly. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗂𝗃 went round the ground in his first over, but the introduction of Taskin Ahmed, 4 for 28 in his 4 overs, was the pick of the bowlers. Safe 2 for 18, his first 2 wickets in T20 internationals. 136 for 8, the Netherlands, and then in the reply, Bangladesh made light work of it. They win by 8 wickets.
This is how the innings panned out for the two left-handers. 𝗿𝗪𝗄 Sulaiman and 𝗪𝗏𝒂 started the proceedings. Slightly short bar and that a couple of times, and stock slip comes out. Should have been the front foot, Imon. Touch is celebrating it, and in comes in-form skipper Liton Kumar Das. What a shot, just a shift shot over mid-wicket. Even the innovation found the middle of the bat. This was probably a half a chance. He had sprinted early. Feel that extra cover would have been a different story. But as a batter, you deserve a bit of luck. Shot of the day for me. No extra cover. And Zinasan Shakib carrying on his good form. And that was trying to go along on, easily caught at long on.
Any hope of a recovery was short-lived as the captain went to a half-century, joining Shakib Al Hasan now as the most half-centuries in T20 international cricket for Bangladesh with 13. And Saif Hussain added some fireworks, a beauty to end the contest. Unbeaten, 36 of just 19, Saif Hussain. The handshakes all round as Bangladesh go 1-0 up in this 3-match series. Day off tomorrow, then the second T20 international here at the same venue, then another day off, and then the final one on the 3rd of September. Right, we're off to a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the post-match presentation.
R1 to PA, check.
Very good evening. Welcome to the presentation ceremony of the first match of the Dutch-Bangla Bank T20 International Series 2025 between Bangladesh and Netherlands, powered by Rocket and co-sponsor 𝗬𝗓𝗡 Pay. But the Netherlands asked to bat first, didn't quite get the runs they would have liked to. 136 is all they could muster. And Bangladesh really cruising to an emphatic victory here by 8 wickets in only 13.3 overs. Congratulations to Bangladesh and commiserations to the Dutch team. It's my pleasure to introduce you to our presentation party here today. Immediately to my left, Mr. Najmul Abidin Fahim, Director, BCB and Chairman of the Cricket Operations Committee of the BCB and also Member Secretary of the BPL Governing Council. And we're very pleased to have the presence of His Excellency, Mr. 𝗧𝗦𝗃𝗂𝗃, who is the Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands to Bangladesh. A special welcome to you. And we also have Mr. Mohammed 𝗂𝗫𝗃 Ali, Senior Vice President and Manager of the Amberkhana branch of the Dutch-Bangla Bank. Thank you all for being here. Straight away, I'd like to call Scott Edwards, the Dutch captain, to come across and have a few words, please. Well, Scotty, you really needed to have some more runs when you batted first, not quite getting off to the start you'd have liked.
Yeah, obviously not an ideal start. I thought Max batted well at the start, and then we probably lost a little bit of momentum through the middle there. But yeah, you know, credit to the Bangladeshi bowlers and the batters, you know, that we were outclassed in all three parts.
Yeah, but you've got to take the point as there was another innings from Nd Manuru who got 20-odd runs, 26 to be exact. Just shifting to a different gear and building up partnerships wasn't quite there because of those follow wickets.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as I said, you know, credit to Bangladesh. They put us under pressure every time we sort of got a partnership going. You know, they took a wicket, so we never really quite got going there. And yeah, 130 was never going to be enough out there.
Yeah, not enough runs. And then, despite some very good fielding, I'm sure you're impressed by the outfielding. There's a lot of effort given, commitment shown by the fielders, despite defending such a small total.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there'll be some things that we go back and look at. But yeah, as you said, you know, it's a 3-game series, and we've just got to come back better in this next game.
Yeah, it's been a hot and muggy day. Go and take some rest. Good luck for the future.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Scott Edwards, the captain of the Netherlands team. Right, now we have the award. This is the important award of the Dutch-Bangla Bank Player of the Match. It has an award of $1,000 to be jointly handed over by all our guests here. And for his scintillating bowling performance, it goes to Taskin Ahmed. 4 for 28. Taskin Ahmed is the Dutch-Bangla Player of the Match. Gets his award of $1,000 and the crest. And Taskin, if you could come over and have a few words with us. Well done. Good to see the smile back on your face. And third best figures in T20 internationals for Bangladeshi, and you're almost on the verge of 5. That would be nice.
Yeah, no, like it's always a great feeling to have a match like this, especially first match of the series. And after the injury, I was struggling with my little bit of rhythm. So day by day, it's getting better and better. So I'm working on it and just following the process, you know.
Following the process and paying off. This is very important when you're coming back from niggles. It isn't easy to give you 100%. You've got to bowl in a contained manner. That's what you seem to be doing.
Yeah, you know, on last few weeks on the training, we all was really worked hard, and you know, like hard work will pay off for sure. So I'm just following that.
It has paid off, and normally T20 is a batter-oriented game. Whenever a bowler does well, everyone seems to be pretty happy.
Yeah, and that wicket is very good to bat on, and there are some due factor as well. So with those, I just, you know, I followed my basics well and also mixed it up some variations.
Well done today, Taskin.
Thank you very much.
Best of luck for the future. Taskin Ahmed, the Dutch-Bangla Bank Player of the Match. Now the happy captain, Liton Kumar Das, captain of Bangladesh. The winning captain, like to come across. You are very happy, understandably. Things that you noticed, obviously your batting at the end was perfect. The bowlers really put up their hands today.
Yeah, definitely. If you saw the match, the dew is the big factor. I mean, the way our bowler bowl, especially Taskin, face how they bowl, and in between Saif bowl really well.
Yes, they did. And the surprise factor when Saif came in to bowl, everyone's saying, he was maybe the sixth bowler, something that he tried and it paid off, couple of wickets.
Definitely. When Rishabh came to the ball, already in the ground have due. So I feel that Rishabh have struggled to grip the ball. That's why I bring Saif to see how he bowl.
A good call there. And when you came into bat, obviously not too much pressure with the smallish target, but you went about it. I mean, you particularly really enjoyed yourself. That was a fabulous innings, but initially Tanzil Tamim really got things off nicely.
Yeah, definitely. On this ground, this wicket, 137 is not a big deal. But the way Imon started the first over, the momentum shift us, and we just keep going, bat.
Well, you keep on going, keep on winning matches for Bangladesh. Best of luck to you.
Thank you
very much. 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 is the winning captain, and that is the presentation from down here.
Well, it's close to the perfect performance as Bangladesh are going to get. The Netherlands 136 for 8 after 20 overs after being put into bat by Bangladesh. No one really threatened with the bat, but Tuskin, a player of the match performance, 4 for 28. And then in reply, Bangladesh 138 for 2. They win by 8 wickets. So a day off tomorrow, and then the players will do duty again for their country. Bangladesh take on Netherlands here again in Sylhet in the Dutch Banglabank T20 International Series. We hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly have. We'll catch you on Monday. From all of us here in Sylhet, it's a very good night. It's the Dutch Banglabank T20 Cricket Series 2025, powered by Rocket, co-sponsored by Nexus Pay. Hello, good evening and welcome to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium for the first of 3 T20 internationals between Bangladesh and the Netherlands.
A very good evening from Sylhet. Remember, there has been a bit of a rain for the last couple of days, but thankfully the skies are very, very clear. I've got both the captains, 𝗃𝗵𝗃𝗃 from Bangladesh, Scott Edwards from Netherlands, and the match referee, Niamur Rashid Ra.